The new way YouTube does their online or their live streaming sucks. So, what up, everybody? YouTube is full of crap, man. But what's poppin', people? On this Saturn's Day, yo, you guys let me know if I'm coming through. I see that I'm kind of off a little bit. It seems like they. Am I off a little bit? Am I clicking? It doesn't seem like I'm good up in here. When I move on the screen, it seems like it's not tracking me right. Yo, what is going on? Y'all let me know what's popping. Said I'm good. Y'all sure? When I move around, it seems like I'm clicking. You guys don't see that? All right. What's up, everybody? I can't say the names today, guys. My eyes are off today, so it's gonna hard for me to read the screen today. I'm sorry, everybody. I can see a couple of names, but it's hard for me to focus. Got to go to the eye doctor this week. Give me some more contacts. Sorry, everybody. I see a couple people in here. King Lemuel. What's that? Dwayne Hicks, Toby Robinson, Mrs. B, Trevion McClinton, Chaz McFly. Who was that? Jason Rivers. I got you. What was that? Odalise Tejada. What's up? I look good? I'm good? All right. What's up, Odalise? Man, that's all I can see, y'all. I'm sorry. My eyes can't focus right now. Sorry, people. My eyes is having a hard time focusing on the screen. And no, I'm not high. It's a little bit sleepy, but not high. So when I'm sleepy, a little hard to focus. But we're not sleepy, we're tired. But what's up, people? Man, it's a whole lot to talk about, man. A whole lot of science stuff, actually. Like I like bringing the news to you guys, but the science stuff, that's where I'm a science nerd. So I really like the science stuff. We got we got some crazy science stuff. But we got a lot in the regular news too. And actually, that's right. Make sure, thank you, Lucifer Morningstar. Make sure you take your shoes off. That means hit the like button. Oops. That means hit the like button for new people. If you're new to the channel, take your shoes off means hit the like button when you enter the dojo, please. Thank you. Have some class. When you walk up in here, what's up, Miss Jeannie? What's cracking? So, appreciate you if you hit the like button. Coming in here for some information. And the way I give it, because I'm crazy, I'm not trying to make you guys laugh. I'm just crazy as hell. Just so you know. Appreciate you laughing with me, though, because I'm just making myself laugh. But appreciate you guys for showing up. So just the announcements we have. Police stop law packages. I sent you a police stop law package. So if you ordered one, it's gone. Appreciate you guys for supporting. And everybody else you want to support, that's the best way to support, because you know they took me out of the super chat program, so you guys can't super chat. But if you want to support, go to realnagas.com and get the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. All right, not the digital copy. Even though I appreciate you buying the digital copy, the hard copy. This is what you want right here. If you get this, you get the whole police stop law package for free. But first, you need to understand you need this book. This should be a book that every melanated person, which is everyone in the world, because everyone has melanin. So you guys need this. Understand what melanin does. Melanin is a super molecule. It is intelligent. That's in here. It has superpowers. It can absorb all different types of energy and store it. It can store sound as energy. Yes, store sound. I mean, if you can bang, if you're in a dark room, if you were in a completely dark place and you stomped on the ground, your melanin would absorb that sound and use it for energy. That's in here. That's in this. That's actually the first part of the book. That's in the first chapter of this book. Melanin can store what your melanin can store. So again, you need to know what you have and why you are the way you are and why you were the way you were. So right here again, realnagas.com, get the great book, Melanin Research, the hard copy, and you will get the whole police stop law package for free. Bam, right here. this whole police stop law package for free. Know Your Rights manual right here. Everyone should have this in your household. That's my dream. Every household in the community to have one of these in the house, at least one that your child is doing book reports on every week, so that when they leave the house, they're able to smash on police officers. Do you understand how powerful that is? I know you don't, because you don't know. All you see is police officers whooping your ass all the time. But how powerful is it when a police officer tells you something and you know it's a violation of your constitutional rights, and you tell him the EAD? In so many words, in legalese. You can tell him the EAD in legalese. That's what we teach you. How to tell a police officer the EAD in legalese. So boom, this is what this book breaks down right here. Everything you need to know about police stops, and that's also traffic stops. So police stops involving this Terry stops, which are foot stops or pedestrian stops, and then Terry stops or traffic stops, excuse me. And then right here, when they keep violating your constitutional rights, boom, right here, you get the public official bonds book. All right, the public official bonds book. Every police officer has to have public official bonds or insurance so that they minimize the liability to the citizens when they do harm, when they mess up, they go outside of the bounds of the policy or the Constitution. So the city's not going to be liable for all of that. So they need the police officers to have their own insurance, and that's called public official bonds. And it's tied to your oath to the their oath to the Constitution. Oh, Lee, excuse me. Man, I can't even see this. Hold on. Who was that? Leah, appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry. It's hard for me to see today, y'all. It's hard for me to call up. I'm telling you, my eyes are a little bad. But I appreciate you. Thank you, Leah. Thank you for the Cash App. Anybody want to hit the Cash App? That's Real Nagas, the number 9. Excuse me, Cash App, Real Nagas, the number 9. So appreciate you guys on that. So again, though, right here, their oath to the Constitution, their bond is tied to their oath to the Constitution. It's called Oaths and Bonds. Go type that up. Oaths and Bonds. And you'll see those come up together. Why? Because the bond is tied to their oath to the Constitution. So when they violate your constitutional rights and you alert them before they do it, and you get it on camera, you say, officer, you're in danger of violating my constitutional rights, and I get them and got you on camera, boom, then they lose their qualified immunity. So this teaches you that, first of all, they lose the bond. You can go after their bond right here first, and then you can sue them under the loss of qualified immunity. So these two things are very, very valuable right here. Every household should have one, especially every melanated household, which is everyone, but every externally melanated household, because that's where you get profiled because of this. So you all should have one of these, all right? And then also it comes with the constitutional rights card, boom, right here. This is a Cliff Notes version of the Know Your Rights manual. Right here, and this is the the qualified immunity card and notice right here. Just talked about that qualified immunity. You usually can't sue police officers because of qualified immunity. However, when, like I just said, when you alert them that they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights, and then you get it on camera and they do it, they lose that qualified immunity. It says that right here at the very top. That would be the very first line there. You can't see that? Is it focused? Can't see it. It's called Malley versus Briggs, and it says a police officer or public official loses their qualified immunity when they knowingly violate the law or are plainly incompetent. So if they're not following their own procedures and all the rest of that, they don't know them like they should know them, and they're just violating your constitutional rights because of that. Or if you alert them before the fact that they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights and they keep on doing, they go ahead and do it, then they can't say that then this right here says they knowingly, if they violate your constitutional rights knowingly, boom, they lose their qualified immunity. So boom, these two things you have in your car, you say, I don't answer questions, officer. Really quick, everybody on here, I want you to go to Google, because Google AI will bring this up. ChatGPT might bring it up too, but I want you to go to Google and type in the bar, do cities require police officers to carry surety bonds or to obtain surety bonds before they hire? Just type it into Google AI and see what comes up. Promise you. Real quick, do it right now. Do it right now. Go to Google AI and type in the very thing I tell you. Do cities require police officers to carry surety bonds or obtain surety bonds, and see what comes up. So boom, this is what we give you right here. When you order the great book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you get all of this. And then, of course, I'm going to give you the 2 decks of flashcards right here. Bam. The 2 decks of flashcards. All right. So make sure you get over there, Know Your Rights Foundation. RealNagas.com. That's the only place you can get the deal. If you want to do any one of these products by themselves, you can go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. All right. And also, if you want to sign up for the law for free, we're teaching you the law for free. That's right. We are a law school. It's called the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy. Every damn law school doesn't have to be on a university campus. All right. We are a law school. We are an online law school, but we are, excuse me, we're an online law school, but we do have tools and everything and all the people to help you get to know that law. So boom, right here, make sure you come and sign up, knowyourrightsfoundation.org/volunteers or KYRF.org/volunteers, and we will hook you up. Make sure that you know that law. The deal is you have to work to get a certification. All right. Don't come in here messing around. We don't play. We need Top Guns. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So if you're the best of the best, and all that means is if you're self-motivated. If you're motivated and you have a will to get out there and help the people in your community, your family, that's what we need right now. All right. This is not a community center. It's not a recreation center. Don't come here. It's not church. We don't come here. We don't commune. We do have fun when we're here, but we're here to learn. So if you're that person, you're here to learn so that we can get out here and we can change the streets. Because you heard did you hear Trump in his inauguration? Not his inauguration, but his State of the Union about the popo? I know you heard it because the State of the Union went viral. And so he said he was about to hook up the police. Did you hear that? You guys don't have a choice. He's about to, and we're going to talk about the Derek Chauvin. He may be pardoning Derek Chauvin. So again, you guys, you're going to take the bad with the good. Trump is doing some good stuff in America, but with that comes some bad shit. And that's going to be more policing, and that's going to be on melanated people. The focus on that is going to be on melanated people because that's the face of crime, smash and grabs, and all the rest of that right now. They've plastered so much of that on social media, and the melanated kids themselves have done that. So they're the face of these smash and grabs and all this stuff going, and not only them and the illegal immigrants, Trinidad and all the rest of them cats. So you're going to have to know the law. You're going to have to up your game. You can't be counting on police officers, letting you off. No, you can't do that. You have to know the law. You have to take control of the situation, and that's knowing the law. Boom. And we will teach you that. And then when you come out a law ninja, and then watch how dope you're going to feel. I'm telling you, it's a whole different world when you know how to slice and dice a police officer with the law. It just is. I'm telling you, you feel like, hey, goddamn, boy, come on, I wish somebody would mess with me. But don't put that out into the universe. So get over there, sign up, and we will hook you up. I don't have any juices from Timmy Tight Top today because he's on a little juice break. When he starts making juices again, I will definitely hook you guys up. Also, please make sure you go to patreon.com/realnagas if you want to sign up for the status classes. This is how you take yourself out of the system, or actually you have 1 foot in the system and 1 foot out. I don't believe in fully pulling yourself out of the system. I don't believe in extremes. So you want to have 1 foot in the system, 1 foot out of the system. You want to be able to contract with the corporation known as the United States of America, Inc. You want to be able to contract with them on your terms, though. So that's what I teach you, how to contract. So without being obligated to the contract. And a lot of things people don't know, the government is not really allowed to be a corporation. They lose all of their sovereignty when they become a corporation. These are Supreme Court cases that have been ruled on back in the day. So it says when a government acts in its corporate capacity, it loses its sovereignty. So again, you can contract with the United States of America, Inc., but you have to do it on your own terms. And so that's what I teach you. Patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up to the highest level, and I will give you the sovereignty, or not sovereignty, because I don't really talk about that, but I give you the status change paperwork in order to free yourself for free, if you're able to explain it. All right, you got to be able to explain it, because I don't give bazookas to babies. That's what that paperwork is. It's a bazooka. And when you know how to use it, you'll be able to blow some shit up. So again, patreon.com/realnagas. Sign up to the status classes if you want to get in. Also, please, if you just want to do police stop law class and you don't want to join Know Your Rights Foundation, go to Patreon, sign up for the police stop law classes. You can sign up to that level too and just join us every Sunday because we have fun in there. We really do. So you might want to get in. All right, everybody. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on. So really quick though, I be going through your guys' comments sometimes. Well, not the comments, but I'll read the super chat. If I go back and I look at the live stream to see what you guys say, because y'all funny as hell. So sometimes I'll go back and look what you guys say. And y'all are ragging on my damn chair. Somebody keep talking shit about my chair. God dang it. Who talking shit about my... You damn right. This is my chair. This is the chair I bought. I painted this whole goddamn house with. You can see this yellow right here? Yep, that's what that yellow on that wall. That's that yellow right there. That's what I stood on to paint that damn wall. You respect this damn chair. You understand? You respect my damn chair. This chair got me through a whole lot of stuff. I don't need no damn big ass chair to talk to you. The hell I need a damn fancy ass, one of them big ass chairs to cover my damn back of my head and all that. I don't need that shit. You gonna pay that $300, $400 for that damn chair? This chair costs $20. And you get the same goddamn information. So talk shit about my chair all you want. This chair staying with me. Unless you buy me another one. Unless you buy me another one, this chair staying right here. God damn it. You understand? With me, buddy. Me and my chair. So, here we go, y'all. Let's get it started. I just thought that was funny. Somebody talk about my damn chair. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Yeah, Kevin need a new damn chair. What's wrong with Kevin's chair? He got one of them old ass fold out chairs. You damn right. This is my domino chair. If y'all really want to know, this is my domino chair. I smash all. I play domino. This is my domino table. That's where this chair come from. I'm about them dominoes, boy. Y'all don't want to see me in them dominoes. But let's get it going. All right, everybody. So talked about what happened after the last live stream. We talked about what happened that Friday about Zelensky going to the White House and getting sunned by by Trump. He basically got pimp slapped by the whole damn White House when he started flexing. And he went in there. So it came out why he did that. So it was really weird that he would go to the Oval Office or to the president, you know, the press room or whatever where they were, and just start tripping out. Just start talking crazy. When you're there to sign a treaty deal or a mineral deal that's going to lead to a truce with you and Russia, excuse me, why are you there talking shit about Russia, the people who you're trying to come to a truce with? Putin this and no Putin. We don't know America where the world must know Putin. He is not good person. He backs out of every deal. He backed out of 21 deal. He's not. We need your assurance. We need a security guarantee. Like, nigga, will you sign the fucking deal, fool? We already talked about this before. Why are you coming in here right now trying to drum up the shit that we have already talked about when you're here just to sign the deal? Okay, we get it. You trying to use the American public. You trying to cape to the American public or cater to the American public and try to plead your damn case to the America, the world. We're being persecuted here by Putin. Putin is like, no, that's not why we're here. And if that's the case, then sign the goddamn deal so we can get him to stop shooting your ass. Like, if that's the case and Putin is smashing on you, then sign the goddamn deal, bitch. So we can get him to stop shooting, you know, fucking you up. But no, he didn't want to do that. So Trump sent the nigga home. Then he canceled all the aid. He canceled all because when Putin left, he went and talked about this. He went and talked to the UK, and the UK promised to do something, but they said we can't do it without America. So that's when Trump canceled. So that's when Trump canceled all the aid, or he paused it. He didn't cancel it. He put a pause on all Ukrainian aid because he went on some TV show and said, "I don't believe peace is very long off." And it's like, what do you mean peace is very far off? It's going to be a far off time before we come to a peace agreement. And you was just here at the White House to sign a goddamn peace agreement. Now that you go back over to Europe and you think Europe is backing your ass, now you can say, "Oh, it's a long time before we have a peace agreement." So Trump said, "Oh, well, that's very unfortunate." That's when he canceled. That's when he canceled all aid or paused all aid to Ukraine. That includes military intelligence. So they don't get any more intelligence updates about what Putin is doing. They don't have an intelligence agency over there trying to spy on Putin. That's all America doing that shit. So no more intelligence updates, meaning you don't know where to fire missiles and stuff anywhere or anymore. You have no targets. You don't know where to shoot anything. So when Putin heard that, Putin started bombing the shit out of Ukraine. He said, "Oh, Trump stopped giving that nigga weapons? Huh? Oh shit, nigga. He stopped giving that nigga weapons? Nigga, fire about a couple of motherfucking Scud missiles in Ukrainian's ass right now." That nigga started bombing. Now it found out that the reason that Zelensky tripped out when he went to the White House was because he met with a bunch of Democrats. He met with Republicans too, but the Democrats told him, "Don't give in to Trump." They told him, "Don't give in to Trump. Don't give in. Don't give in, just hold strong." And he's like, "Nigga, I'm trying to here to get money." But he's like, "This is the way to get it, huh? Okay, you got my back. You got my back, right?" And this is, who did he meet with? This was Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer was the one who told him to stand strong against Trump. They're gonna try to bully you in there. Be strong. Don't bow down. Don't fall to him. So that was definitely the wrong advice, because he went in there and got bitch slapped by JD and all the rest of them. Now, the reason they was talking about why they asked him why he didn't come in a suit, and it just seemed like it was just an off the wall comment, but it wasn't. They agreed, and that part of that agreement that he had when he came to the White House to sign the mineral deal was that he would wear a suit. So he agreed to it. And then talk to the Democrats, they were like, "Don't do what he says. You can wear whatever you want." And I'm like, dude, those fatigues say that you are ready for war. We're trying to bring about peace. So wear a suit so that we can project the energy of peace. This motherfucker comes in the goddamn, he comes dressed like he's some damn army fatigue dude. And again, he's an actor, so he's playing a role. And they told him what role to play, and he came and he played it, and he got his whole shit canceled. And then that's when he was like, "Hey guys," after they canceled and Ukraine started getting bombed by Putin. That's when he was like, "Hey guys, what happened in the White House was very unfortunate. If you want a deal, we can come. I'm ready to sign a deal. Ukraine is ready to sign a deal. We can sign a deal today, right now. Come on, Trump. Let's do it, baby. Come on, Trump. Come on, man." And Trump was like, "We'll give it a little. We'll give it a little. We'll revisit this in about another week or so. Hold on. I got a call. I'll be right back with you. Zelensky, is it? Is it Zabinski? Zelensky. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Right. I'll be right back with you in 5 weeks. Hold on." This motherfucker Trump backed out. "Hey, peace out, bitch." So now that he getting bombed, so now he had to come out and save face because Putin trying to make him look like a bitch by bombing Ukraine, because he stopped the aid, and the foreign intelligence. So now he had to come out to Putin and threaten Putin. He's like, "Look here, bitch. I'm trying to get a peace between y'all. Nigga, you gonna go behind my back when I'm trying to get a peace deal between y'all, and you gonna fire off on Ukraine when I'm trying to get some peace going?" All right, he said, "All right, sanctions, bitch." Putin, sanctions, and all the rest of that, which probably not gonna do anything. But their economy is teetering because they're running out of ammo and people for the war. So we'll see how that goes. But now what the deal is. Also, what happened was when he went back over there, you know, the whole reason they said the whole reason it happened also was because of the NZI people who, what is it, the Azov battalion that's over in Ukraine. That's that you know, the NZI battalion. And they told him they didn't want him to accept the deal with Russia. So you got to understand that the Azov is running everything. What's his name? Don't run shit. Zelensky, he doesn't run anything. The Azov people are running shit. They're getting a lot of this money. A lot of this money is being funneled to them. And so when he signs the deal, it's over. All the money is gone. That's a wrap. When he signs that deal, all the money, all the war money is over. So they told him not to accept the deal. So he came here, and then when he got here, the Democrats told him, don't accept the deal. So we got people on both sides saying, don't accept the deal. So he went in there and thought Trump was going to be a bitch, and he could just talk Trump into it by pleading to the public. And Trump said, nah, bitch, EAD, get the fuck out. Get your bitch ass out of here, and we'll holler at you when we holler at you. So Zelensky messed up. He messed up big time. I don't know what the hell you think is going on over here, but you miscalculated. Trump is not Putin. Is not Biden. You don't get down like that. So Zelensky, I was just playing, y'all. That's kind of what he did. I was just playing, hey y'all. I was just playing. So, and also, they found out that America found out that he did a deal. He did a what's the name deal, right? A mineral deal with UK right before that. That's also why they were pissed. So he found out that they did a mineral deal with the UK. So remember, we're trying to do a mineral deal with Zelensky, an exclusive mineral deal, but he had already signed an exclusive mineral deal with the UK about a week before that. And reports are that Trump found out about it. And that's why they let him in there. Basically, he let him go like that so that he could show the world who he was, that he full of shit. But how you gonna sign a deal with UK and then trying to come over here to sign a mineral deal with us? You basically they tried to fuck us, right? Or he tried to fuck America. So Putin came out and was like, hey, buddy, you know, we got more minerals than they do. So if you want to hook up, baby, you want some minerals? You want a mineral deal, Trump? We got all the minerals in the world over here. Come on, baby, we got it right here. Also, the mineral deal would have to have Russia involved with the mineral deal with Ukraine. Would have had to have Russia involved in anyway, because they have the region where the minerals are is controlled by Russia. So Russia would have had to be a part of the damn deal anyway. So. So Russia's like, yo, do a deal with us. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck them bitch ass niggas. You see how he a bitch? He came up in there. He tried to talk shit to you in your own office in front of the whole world. You see he a bitch. Sign with us. And Trump started thinking about it. And that's when Zelensky and them was like, hey, we're ready to sign the deal, guys. We're ready to sign the deal. Come on, wait, we ready to sign. Because the world, they basically told him, you need to go sign that deal, because if Trump hooks up with Putin, then that disrupts China. See, that the reason he was thinking about that is because that would pull Russia away from being attached to China. And Trump really wants to take down China. That's his main thing. He thinks China is the major threat to America. And so he wants to take down China. And if he links up with Russia, in his mind, that'll pull the dependency of Russia from China. So God damn, I think you're going down. So, but that's not a good deal. That's not a good deal, because that's, like I said, right after that, that's when Zelensky came out and said, we'll do the deal. But Trump is just holding off from both of them right now to see what pops off. So we'll see what happens. Moving along. Hold on, damn, man. Did you see the State of the Union? The State of the Union. Now, they didn't call it a State of the Union because it was only his first month, so it's not technically a State of the Union. But he got in there and he basically smashed on the. He was talking. Well, he wasn't really smashing actually. He just got up there and he just talked about all his wins that he had. The $1.7 trillion he got in commitments to companies to come and build manufacturing plants over here. $1.7 trillion already in the first month and a half. That's like over 100,000 jobs. So he was going on about that. The shit lasts for an hour and 40 minutes. That was the longest speech ever. And it was just crazy if you looked at how different the energies were on one side. Every time Trump did some stuff, the Republicans would stand up and cheer. The Democrats didn't stand up for nothing. They didn't stand up for a goddamn thing. And basically, the Democrats, they look like one giant dying feminist ovary. That's what they look like. They just one dying giant feminist ovary. They all feminists. They're so hyper feminine. It's ridiculous. It's all emotional. Everything they do is all emotional. No logic, nothing behind it. No intellect, no consciousness behind it. It's only emotion. And they didn't stand for anything, which is metaphoric or symbolic, not metaphoric, but symbolic of what they truly are, or who they truly are. They didn't stand for anything in the whole goddamn anything. Even the little kid, the little cancer kid, or the mom who lost her kid to the illegal immigrant, all the rest of that stuff. Now, again, you supposed to those people are Americans. It ain't have to do anything to do with Trump. If you are for America and you work for America, Congress, you don't just work for fucking Democrats. You work for America. And if you care about America, then those were American stories that you should have clapped for. You should have got up, stood up, cheered for, clapped for, whatever the hell. Because those were people from America succeeding. Or there was, in the mother's case, she was grieving. And so as Americans, you should have been grieving with her. That's the take that the Republicans have, right? So again, didn't stand for anything. Which they don't stand for anything right now. They're only anything that they're doing in front of the camera is Trump bad, Trump the devil, evil, Trump. And Elon now is Elon is the devil. Elon's the unelected billionaire. Elon, he's trying to take over the world. Elon. Like, nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop telling me what the fuck they doing. What the fuck are you doing? And what are you gonna do? What ideas do you have to counteract them? Not just actions, just blocking whatever the hell they do. Do you have better ideas? Because if you don't have better ideas, then why you blocking them when they're trying to help America? Their ideas are trying to help America. No, they're not trying to help America. They're just trying to give tax cuts to their billionaire friends so they can rob America. You mean the shit that you've been doing already? You mean the shit that you've been doing already? For the past fucking 50 years. Especially though in the last 4 years with Biden. They have been graping the government. They have been graping the government. So during the thing, what's his name? It got interrupted because the werewolf pimp, I like to call that nigga the werewolf pimp, the old ass, what's his name? Al Green. Al Green, the damn Democrat Al Green. I call the nigga the werewolf pimp because he got that cane. Motherfucker look like goddamn. Nigga, what you doing, nigga? You 87 years old, nigga. Ain't no way in hell your beard that black, nigga, at 87. Nigga, you got a big ass. The fuck is you doing, nigga? But that nigga look like a werewolf pimp. And so Al Green, he stood up there and started talking crazy. And then Trump was like, he thought he heard, "Sing, baby, sing, we be together." So he stopped. He was like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute, what? Hey, nigga, that ain't the real Al Green. What the fuck, nigga? Hey, that ain't the real Al Green. Somebody get this motherfucker." Like, nigga, Al Green, how the fuck? I thought it was the real Al Green. Who let this motherfucker in here? That ain't Al Green. You know that's how he got elected. It's called name recognition. He got elected. Who was the biggest? He got elected in the 70s. Who was the biggest cat or one of the biggest people in the hood, in melanated culture in the 70s? Al Green. Al motherfucking Green. That nigga was killing it in the 70s. And he's an Aries. Shout out to Al Green. The real Al Green. Not this bitch ass nigga. Captain Caveman. This motherfucker is Captain Caveman. Everybody remember that nigga? Who doesn't remember Captain Caveman? Who remember that dude? You got to be a little older to remember Captain Caveman. But that's who that motherfucker look like. Hey, go Google Captain Caveman. You know, that was my motherfucker right there. Captain Caveman. That's Al Green. So that nigga got up there and he got taken out. Finally, they sicked the police on him, and or the sergeant at arms of Congress. Hey, get this bitch ass nigga out of here. And all the Democrats, they came in there all hyped up. Yeah, we gonna protest. We gonna protest everything. We gonna protest. Hey, get this motherfucker out of here right now. They saw that nigga get wheeled out. They saw his ass get kicked up out of there. They was like, with their signs. It's like they had little signs and shit that said Elon steals and no save our Medicaid. They just like Al got kicked out. Oh shit, nigga. I ain't said nothing. Sign. Nigga just put up them damn signs and didn't do a goddamn thing else. What happened to Ratchet Crockett? She always talking shit. How come you didn't get up and walk out? You always talking shit, girl. I didn't see you get your ass wheeled up out of there with Al Green. You ain't about that life. You full of shit. So they are looking crazy as hell at the moment. But do you remember Distinguished Gentleman? Distinguished Gentleman showed that name recognition thing. Go back and watch. First of all, Eddie killed that movie. And that movie got no play because it showed how the government really works. I mean, it was a real breakdown of government, of the lobbying, the corruption behind in the committees, how they get elected. I mean, he broke that shit down. And he got elected because his name, Eddie Murphy's name in the movie, was the same name as a congressman who had died. He had been a congressman for like 30 years, and then he died. I think his name was Jeff Johnson. That was Jeff Johnson, the name you know. And so he would go out, Jeff Johnson. As Eddie Murphy's white voice, Jeff Johnson, the name you know. Jeff Johnson, it's here for you. So that was Eddie Murphy. He had name recognition, and that's what these people do. How they get elected. They don't do anything. After they get a name built up so much in public, then all they have to do is just put their name on the ballot, and the name recognition gets them elected. So that's what happened to Al Green. Because he's been in the he hasn't done anything. Look at Al Green record. He ain't done shit. In 70s, he's been in Congress for 50 years. How the hell you in Congress for 50 years, man? What have you done? You should have the greatest goddamn legacy ever if you've been in Congress for 50 years. Your legacy should be unlike any other. But Al getting them checks. Al sitting back, he getting them checks. That's all he want. So then the Democrats, or the Congress, did you see that? When the Congress tried to censure Al Green the next day, censure just means reprimand. That's all it is. Not censor. It's not censor. It's censure. CENSURE. Censure, right? And that means just a reprimand. You were bad, buddy. You know you were bad. You know how bad you were. Come, put out your hand. Give me your hand, buddy. Bad congressman. Now, you want more of that? Huh? Do you want more of that? I'll fucking give you some more. You want some more? Here. These niggas act like they fucking, they act like they all hurt. He broke my hand. I won't do it again, Congress. I promise. I won't do it anymore. Give me the fucking hand one more time. Give me the fucking hand. Okay. Motherfucker, censure don't mean shit. These people are full of shit, man. You come and formally reprimand the motherfucker for interrupting the damn president during a goddamn State of the Union address. Now they'll say, all right, now who started the shit? Republicans. Republicans started that shit. When Barack Obama was up there, remember that shit? Barack Obama, he was lying though. He was lying. Barack Obama was trying to say that no illegal immigrants was coming into the country. There are no illegal immigrants coming into the country right now. And that's when that Republican said, you lie. And he was lying. He was lying his ass off. That's when he got that, remember that DACA shit? That was behind Barack Obama. So that DACA, meaning he was legally allowing, or he was illegally allowing illegal immigrants to become legal citizens with that DACA shit, right? So when that Republicans yelled out in the Congress, you lie, right? So they were like, he scolding a black man. I said that shit too back then. Like, you would never do that shit to a Caucasian president. So, and I definitely believe that still. They would never done that to a Caucasian president. They also scolded one of the Caucasian congresswomen. She scolded Barack Obama at Air Force One out on the tarmac, excuse me. And she was pointing at him and she was shaking her finger in Barack Obama's face, the president. Like, bitch, you would never do that to a damn Caucasian president. So did the Republicans start it? They said, yeah, but their argument is, well, he only did it one time and he was censured after. So they censured him. The Democrats censured him for that, or the Republicans or whoever. So he did get reprimanded. And then they did it, one other girl did it with Biden. What's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene. She yelled out at Biden during the thing. So they came back like, well, if you did it, you can yell out. But no one kept interrupting the speech. Homeboy just would not sit down, and he kept claiming that there's no mandate on Medicaid. Meaning they keep saying that Trump has a mandate to do what he's doing, which pretty much he does, because he won all the electoral colleges, right? And he won the popular vote by 3 million votes. But they'll say he doesn't have a mandate because he only won by 1%. Percentages are bullshit. That don't mean anything. That's some man-made bullshit. That's literally, it's a way for you to determine mass amounts or mass quantities. It's a way for you to section off mass quantities. However, that doesn't tell you really what's in there. Doesn't tell you what the quantity is. Say 1% of it doesn't tell you really what that is, unless you do the math. So 3 million people is a larger figure than 1% of the people. When you say 1%, that don't sound like a lot. But when you say over 3 million people, you're like, oh shit, that's a lot of people. Yes. So 3 million people voted for Trump more than they voted for Kamala. And they voted for him when he was saying what he was going to do. He never hid any of the shit all the shit that he doing. He said he was going to do it. So that means they voted for him for the shit that he said he was going to do, which means that is a mandate. So he kept saying, they're not going to get rid of Medicaid. We don't have no mandate to get rid of Medicaid. Nobody's getting rid of Medicaid. They're just using that as an argument because they don't got shit else to say. The Democrats have nothing else. Their party is imploding. That party is going down the drain. It's insane how fast those niggas are imploding. They're going to have to make a new party, honestly. So at the thing, though, they all gathered in a circle and started screaming and started singing, "We Shall Overcome," in the Congress, because they wanted to reprimand a dude verbally for interrupting the State of the Union address. So wait a minute, the other two people who did it, they got censured, so you can't censure the Democrat though, right? So they started singing "We Shall Overcome." What damn decade do they think this is? We shall overcome. We shall. They all gathered in a fucking circle around him and shit, like this motherfucker was, like he was Jesus and shit. Gathered in a circle around him. We shall overcome. And he was like, will you sit down, please? Will you, everybody come on, be quiet, sit down. We shall overcome. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all are making a mockery of the government, which a long time ago I did say that they threw Trump into the government to destroy the government eventually. And maybe not on purpose he's doing it, but just him being in there, who he is, his persona, it disrupts America so much that they don't look like they'll ever come back together. They got that Trump derangement shit so bad that they'll never come back from that. They think this nigga's the evil devil, all this, and they don't have no proof of that whatsoever. It's all rhetoric. This nigga hasn't killed anybody. He hasn't done any of that shit. But in their mind, he's the most evil nigga ever. And that's, to me, that's a psyop. That's the CIA psyop that they are putting out right now. Or that they put out before, and they're still doing it. So the Republicans, they went crazy on the Democrats for doing that shit. Again, they're so toxically feminine and emotional that it's on track for destruction. It's on track for destruction. They don't have like true femininity though. Like it's like their feminism is not femininity. And they keep mixing those two up. They're masculine, they have masculine feminine women. Like Jack Ratchet Crockett. And Horace she dumb as shit. She's like the dumbest person. Her and AOC are real close. They damn close. But like some of the dumbest people in Congress. It's ridiculous. Cause she's going everywhere. This is who they're choosing to be their next leader, which is crazy. But she going everywhere throwing F-bombs all over the place. Did y'all see Jasmine Ratchet Crockett? She's saying F you here, F you there. What the F are we doing? But no, you're a congressperson. What are you doing? Why are you cursing like that everywhere you go? Fuck off and fuck yourself and move on. I'm like, girl, you are, first of all, you're not only representing the government, you are representing the melanated community. Do you understand that? Like, the melanated community being in Congress, this is what people are seeing. This is what we get when we put melanated people in Congress. From the hood, obviously. This dumbass bitch. Because all the people, the melanated people in Congress ain't like that. But they're the people who are not like her are fucking coons. They're coon Cajuns. So either you're going to be a ratchet or coon Cajun. Pretty much. Those are the two things you got if you're going to be in Congress. But she tripping, dropping F-bombs all over the goddamn place. So, like I said, that party is in major turmoil. And they have no way out. They have no way out. Like, as soon as you say something wrong, they jump all over your ass. It's crazy. They go crazy like a damn lunatic mob. What did you say? How dare you marginalize people? I'm like, nigga, what are you? What the fuck? So, I think it needs to be destroyed. Honestly, I think the Democratic Party needs to be destroyed. It's the karma of it. So, remember the Democrats were the people of slavery. That was the party of slavery. Back in the day. They done flipped their shit now. But Democrats were the party of slavery. And what's homeboy said, Lyndon Johnson said that when he did the legislation, that civil rights legislation, he said, I'll get them voting for me. I'll get these niggas voting for me for the next 200 years. Remember he said that shit? So I think this is karma for that party because of what he did. Because he tricked melanated people to get into that party. Now the most toxic part of melanated people have taken it over. And that's the angry black woman. Any melanated brother in the hood, you know the angry black woman, you know that, and she shouldn't be running anything. They're bossy, not bosses. And that's who we have in Congress. We have the bossy chicks from the hood, not bosses. And that's taken over the whole goddamn party. That and the Transformers, the Alphabet Crew, the Transformers, and different world masculine women, them different world chicks melanated masculine women, they have destroyed the Democratic Party. Period. I think it's karma, though. That's what you get. That's what that party gets for always talking about you gonna do something for melanated people, and they never doing anything. Every single year, every single election year come around. Hey guys, you want reparations? Hey guys, you remember reparations? Hey, we were back in here with my reparations jacket. Hey, did you see, Jack? I got reparations right here on the sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I got it embroidered right here. I got reparations right across the, right across the chest right here. It's even on my lapel. You see my lapel? Is part reparations, boy. You want one of these? Reparations. This is all good, baby. This right here on the sleeve, right here on that sleeve. That's what they do. Every goddamn election year, they put on their reparations jersey, hey, reparations jacket, and they come to your ass tricking you into voting for them because of reparations. And you don't get shit. They've been doing that for 50, 60 years. So karma has to catch up with you eventually at some point in time. And you sucked all these crazy ass motherfuckers into your party who don't know how to run government. It's all emotion. It's only emotion. That's it. They don't know shit about it. Martin Luther King would not be a Democrat today. No way in hell. There's no way Martin Luther King would be a Democrat today. But the way this party is, ain't no way in hell. Martin Luther King was a man. To be in a Democratic Party right now, you got to be fruitopian. You got to be a simp, fruitopian, transformer. If you a man, it's on the man side. You got to be a bitch ass nigga, a band. You got to be one of these. You ain't no man though. Ain't no men on that fucking side. Show me an actual dude, alpha dude in the Democratic Party. I promise you they don't have none. Show me one. Not a one. They be like, well, the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro. No, he not. He an Obama clone. That's Jubama. That's Khazarian Obama. So they don't have any. And without that, masculinity is guidance. It's stability. It's order. Foundation. Without that, you just have feminine energy out of control. Just so you know, in women, you are chaos. Feminine energy is termed chaos. Now, what is chaos? Chaos doesn't mean disorder. It just means the primordial void. Go back and look up chaos. Chaos goes back to the primordial void, which goes back to the word yoni, which goes back to the cootie. You, ladies. The cootie coo. Chaos goes back to yoni. Yoni is y'all know that? That's the goody good. That's what every healthy man is trying to dive back into every day. So chaos is that. It's the yoni. So order, chaos. So if you are chaos, by definition, women, that would mean men have to be order. Sorry. That's just the way it works. So, and when you have a bunch of women in control of shit, you're going to have a bunch of chaos. Sorry, that's just the way it is. If you have no masculine energy directing that shit, it's going to be chaotic all over the fucking place. Most of the time. It's not an absolute. There are no absolutes in the universe. So most of the time, I would say about 95% of the time, just like 97% of the jobs or, physical jobs in the world that make things run and go are ran by men. Or positioned by men. So the degradation of the man, the masculine man in the world, is why you get so much chaos in America today. When they start uplifting masculine men again, that's when you're gonna get some order. So moving along. Hold on. So Trump basically, damn, where did I go? Oh, so Trump talked about the over $1 trillion in his inauguration. He talked about the $1 trillion, and that he got the superconductor company. So this is a major thing that he talked about that no one was clapping for. I don't know if y'all understand how big this is, what Trump did. He got the Taiwanese superconductor company to invest $500 billion in America and build their superconductor plant over here. Now, why is that big? Why is that big? Because every damn electronic thing that you use have superconductors, right? Or semiconductors. Not superconductors, but semiconductors. And so we don't build them. America doesn't build any semiconductors. Zero. We build zero semiconductors, but we use all the goddamn things that semiconductors are in, which is why America was talking about defending Taiwan if China was going to raid Taiwan. Because if China does that, then they have control of the semiconductor market around the world. They build 90% of the semiconductors for the world, Taiwan. 90-something% of the semiconductors. So if China takes that over, China runs the world. And China knows that. And America knows that. And so that's why America's like, nah, bitch, you are not going to invade Taiwan. Not because they want to help Taiwan, the Taiwanese people. No, they like, if you get control of the semiconductor market, everything's fucked. We are dependent on China. So Trump gets in there. He goes, hey, won't you come over to America, my nigga? My Neezy, my Chinesey. Won't you come to America, my Chinesey? Build you a goddamn, or Taiwanesey. He build you a damn plant over here, manufacturing plant. And they was like, you know what? That would get us. They build a plant over here. That would also take a lot of their, the liability that they have from having all of their baskets, or their eggs in one basket over there in Taiwan, next to China. So if they have another plant in another country that can build, and which, like America, which has a super ass army who can smack the shit out of China, if they start talking crazy, then boom, that helps Taiwan. So he killing these deals right now, y'all. Like people, y'all, that's a major change for America, what he just did right there. Building the semiconductor plant in America is huge. And when he said that shit, the Democrats just sat there like, Elon Musk steals. Don't mess with our Medicaid. Medicaid is like, nigga, what are you doing? You don't give a shit about America. The only time they stood up and clapped and that shit was for Ukraine. When he said that he gave money to Ukraine, that America gave money to Ukraine, motherfuckers got crazy. So you'll clap and cheer for another country, but not your own people. These people are fucking communists and socialists. They don't believe in America like that shit no more. The American shit, the American principle shit that they supposed to be upholding, that shit is gone. These niggas are fully indoctrinated socialist communists. Period. That's who they are. They don't cheer. When you hate your own country and you see every other country around the world as being better than your own country, you are a communist or a socialist. You can get the fuck on. Even though this country has done some fucked up shit to melanated people, we live in this bitch. So you need to want to make it better. What the hell you doing? Yeah, America got some fucked up history. Absolutely. Do I want to see it destroyed? Hell no. Why? Because I live in this bitch. That's why. I live here. So no, I don't want to see it fucked up. So people who do want to see it fucked up, man, they need to get the fuck on. So moving along, Elon, back to the Doge, because Doge is always in the news every goddamn week because of all the shit they finding. But Elon went on Joe Rogan last week and said first of all, he said the shit that he uncovering, this is the major thing he said. He uncovering so much corrupt shit, he can't say it because it would get him killed. He said that shit. He was like, oh, I gotta be honest here. I gotta be careful about what I say. He's gonna get me shot. He's gonna get me killed. He was serious too. He was like, what the hell is Elon uncovering, y'all? That's gonna get these guys killed. But he did, the shit that he did say, what he did say, was that, hold on. Yeah, this thing keep jumping every time I close it. Hold on. So what he did say was, the Social Security fraud is probably the biggest fraud in U.S. history. Or in history, period. He says the biggest fraud in history. He didn't say really U.S. history. He said history. The Social Security fraud. So basically, there are 20 million more people getting Social Security benefits than there are people in all of America. Again, I'll say that again. There are 20 million more people on Social Security insurance than there are people in America. Now, let's break this down. Is everybody in America on Social Security? No. So that would mean the people who are, a lot of those people who are on Social Security, most of those people, more than 20 million, because there's not 350 million people on Social Security. Right? So all of those people are getting paid. Where that money going? That's to them goddamn illegal immigrants. Just to the illegal immigrants over here who who go on. I don't know if you ever done this, but these cats sell identities on the street. You ever walk into one of them little hoods where they'll sell you a Social Security number or a driver's license, and that shit is real, and you have no idea how the fuck that happens? Like, how do you get me in the system? Now, allegedly, I don't know this personally. I don't know nothing about this myself. I heard that you can go to certain places and get ID that look just like the real one, and you in the system. How they do that? You can get one, you can get that Social Security number and get in the system and get benefits. So how are they doing that? That's because they're using dead people. They're using dead people's Social Security numbers. Or living people. They're just copying. And so they're receiving benefits in your name. And you don't know that. This is what he found. It's either copied Social Security numbers of living people, or they're using the dead people's Social Security numbers to collect all this money. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Billions upon billions of trillions at this point, trillions. Trillions of fucking dollars. Holy shit. So that means that someone's using those people's Social Security numbers, again, to get paid from the government. But then he found that because they asked the Social Security Administration head, the head of the place, and she wouldn't give an answer, and she quit. So she just quit. Yeah. Hey, you know what? This job has been good to me, but I think it's time for me to leave. You know, need to broaden my horizons. Need to see what else is out there for me. Need to travel another road. So I'm just gonna get out of here. You know, hey, what happened to the Social Security numbers in the truck? Hey, brother, that ain't my problem no more. I quit. I'm out of here. You need to go talk to somebody else. My replacement, maybe. I don't know. I'm out of here. You want me? I'm gonna be in Cabo. Like, hey, bitch, if you don't bring your ass back here, bitch, I'm out of here. Bye. She took off. When Elon found that shit, she quit. She said, dude. She deuces the fuck up out of here. How do you do that? After he finds you've been frauding America. So her name need to go over to the DOJ for sure. This is crazy. They are robbing the shit out of y'all, man. And I'm gonna say y'all because y'all dumb enough to pay taxes. I told you a million times that an income tax is illegal. Them charging you income tax is illegal. So if you still choose to pay it, it's on you. Because I know you heard me millions of times say, or many times you've heard me say that illegal or income tax is illegal for them to charge you. There's no law that requires you to pay income tax. So if you continuously pay your money to the government and they do fuck shit with it, then your karma's in there. Sorry. It's a hard truth, y'all. If you continue to give your money to the government and then they take it and do fuck shit with it, and you know that you didn't have to give your money to the government and you do it anyway out of fear, you let fear run you, then that's on you. Not on the government, it's on you. Because you let fear run you. Fear should not be a part of your life in any way, shape, or form, and should be making no decisions for you at all. So if you let that happen, sorry. But if you don't want to get on taxes, I've told you many times, go to freedomlawschool.org. They teach you how to cut out, they teach you how to lawfully get out of paying income tax, because you don't have to pay it lawfully. Again, freedomlawschool.org or agentfortruth.com. Agentfortruth.com. That's that Joe Bannister dude. That's the IRS agent who came out in the 90s saying this stuff. And they tried to charge him they tried to take him to court I think 18 times. And he won every time. Every goddamn time. Because there's no law that requires you to pay taxes. He was an IRS agent kicking in people's door with guns and shit. Taking them to jail because they didn't pay taxes. Then he found out, oh, there's no law that requires you to pay taxes. He was messed up. He got messed up in the head behind that. So he stopped paying taxes and he started teaching everybody else that you don't have to pay taxes legally. And then they tried, oh, you can't do that. Like, what's wrong with you, nigga? You can't do that shit. And they tried to bring him to, they brought him to court and tried to throw him in jail and shit. That nigga won all the time. Every single time they tried to bring him to court, he won every single time. There's not one time he lost. Why? Because there is no law that requires you to pay taxes. So, again, if you are paying your taxes, and you've heard me say this before, and you continue to pay your taxes, and you don't do the due diligence to go out and find out how you don't have to pay taxes, and you keep giving your money and they do fuck shit with it, that's on you. Sorry to tell you. So, moving along, the Supreme Court, they allow the lower courts to order Trump to send $2 billion to foreign entities, the USAID money. That's USAID. That USAID money, $2 billion was supposed to go out to some of these alleged CIA payoffs, and Trump stopped it. And then the judge came in and ordered. Well, this is what happened. The federal judge ordered a delay, what's called a temporary restraining order on Trump's ban or hold on the funds, the $2 billion. So the lower court came in and said, hey, man, you can't hold this money. So we know you issued a ban or a hold on the money, so we're going to do a temporary restraining order. Yo, Deotis Dixon, appreciate you. Hitting the Cash App. And everybody else, hit the Cash App. Show me some love today, god dang it. So hit the Cash App. Real Nagas, the Cash App. Real Nagas, the number 9. So appreciate you. Remember, they don't give me a super chat in here, guys. So we gotta support how we can, because I can cut this thing off. I won't do I'll cut this bitch off and go watch me some goddamn nerd shit. But so the judge. So what happened is they told him to have a temporary restraining order on his hold, which doesn't make any sense, because he's holding it to find out who the money is going to and if it's fraud. So, but the court came in and says, no, this money was already allocated, and so you have to give the money. It's already been promised, so you have to give the money. The court, which is a travesty of judge. No court is supposed to tell the goddamn executive branch who they have to pay and who they don't have to pay. That's not the court's job. And you can't, and for these people to come in and sue the government like that, the government has immunity. You're not supposed to be able to sue the government. The government has immunity against suits. There's ways that you go back and you go get remedy for the government. But suing the government like that, you have to go through a process. You're just not supposed to be able to go to a judge and get a lawsuit against the government. So this judge fucked up everything. But then they sent it to the Supreme Court, and a 5-4 vote. A 5-4 vote. So all the ladies, there's 4 ladies on the Supreme Court and one bitch ass dude. And the one bitch ass dude, John Roberts, he sided. Yo, Flora Gray. Flora Gray, appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App. Everybody in the Cash App, appreciate you guys for the shawarma donation. Back on my chicken this month, y'all. Gotta get back on my chicken. I'm doing what's called a blackout march, where I go crazy ham on my fitness. Y'all don't know if y'all wouldn't trust me. This is insane workout. So it's called a blackout month. You just go ham for 4 to 5 days a week. You eat right, no, nothing. You just completely disciplined. You don't do anything, boom. And then when you look up in the month, you see where you are. So I'm on a blackout month, so I gotta eat chicken so I can get my damn guns back. Salmon don't really give you muscles like like chicken do. But so appreciate you guys for the Cash App. So the $2 billion, it doesn't make any sense because Trump was saying that we need to evaluate where the money's going. So they was like, no, send the money and then we'll work the restraining order out in court later. But that make no sense. After we send the money, we can't get the money back. So what the hell are you talking about? That's the dumbest shit ever. You telling us to go ahead and send the money now. They told them to send the money like right now, immediately. But the Supreme Court, they put a caveat on it. They said, look, all right, they didn't rule on it. What they did, they didn't rule on it themselves. They decided not to rule on it, which then gave the lower court's ruling, validity. So they said, we're going to push it back down to the lower court, but with an order that the court make the petitioners show what the money was going for. So that meant the money was still halted until they can bring a report on where that money was going. So that's kind of how the Supreme Court was trying to get around it and say, all right, we're going to let it go, but we'll say, show us where the money was going. Because if they can't show you where the money was going, then the money still gets halted. But this is some crazy shit that the judicial branch of the government is trying to take over everything. They're not supposed to be able to tell the executive branch what to do. But they're issuing order after order after order because all these woke people, first of all, it's like 400 and something federal judges. Yo, Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App, always hooking me up. Excuse me. So these are Soros-funded and Obama and Biden appointed judges who are doing this. These are super woke judges. Even the one, Amy Coney Barrett, who's on the Supreme Court. She's supposed to be a conservative, but she's not. And she sided with the 5. She's supposed to be the one, the conservative that Trump chose. But she sided with the other people because the report is that she getting threatened on the back end. Allegedly, somebody's threatening her kids. And so she backed down. Well, if you ain't got the ovaries to stand 10 toes down when you on the Supreme Court, then you need to get the fuck off. That comes with the job. You think threats wasn't going to come up with the job when you make rulings that people don't agree with? Yes, that's going to come with the job, but you got to stand 10 toes down, and she didn't. So they're trying to take the judicial branch is trying to take over the government, the federal part, the lower courts, not the Supreme Court. So we'll see what happens. And again, the U.S., that's all that USAID money. That's all the USAID money for the CIA. That's really what that is. That's the CIA's money that they want. They trying to get that money. And we'll see if they're going to get it. But they tried to tell Trump he had to pay, again, the USAID contractors because he was arbitrarily stopping payment without review of what the payments were for. So again, this is why Roberts came in and said, look, you need to break down what the money is going for, right? So they told Rubio, so remember they stopped all that money going out from the USAID. This is crazy. So Rubio, Mark Rubio is the Secretary of State, right? He's in charge of the USAID now. So they told the court, not Supreme Court, but the federal court said, we got to send the money because you have no idea. You stopped all these payments without knowing where the money's going. So you just can't arbitrarily stop payments if you don't know if they're good or not. Like this is just arbitrary bullshit, right? So Marco Rubio is gangster. Marco Rubio sat down for like 72 hours, like 48 hours, something like that, 2 to 3 days straight in the office and read through every single contract and canceled everyone individually. That's gangster. He read through every USAID contract that money was going out this year, and he read through every single one and canceled them individually. So you can't go back. All right, you order us to pay the money because we don't know where the money's going. All right, I'll sit through this bitch and read through every contract and cancel each contract individually. Now what you got to say? That's gangster. That was G'd up right there. I don't like Rubio, really. I don't like none of them motherfuckers. I don't think none of them. The only politician that may be a good politician right now is what's his name? Thomas Massey. Is that his name? I think he's the only good politician in the government. Honestly. The only like upright politician. But so that was gangster about Marco Rubio. And then so Biden, this is crazy. So Biden went against their rulings. So hold on. So Biden, this is the thing. So the $2 billion, because I want to make sure I get this straight. So the $2 billion that was supposed to go to the USAID, they were telling Trump to go against the court ruling, right? The Supreme Court ruling, which would throw the whole system into chaos if he goes against rulings. Because most people don't understand that the Supreme Court has no real power. It's illusionary. They don't have any security force to enforce their rulings. So it's the collective agreement, of the people on their rulings that we abide by their rulings. That's how they get their power. But if they start, people start saying, fuck that, we're not gonna abide by the court, then the court can't enforce any of their rulings. So Biden, he was just like when they told Biden not to forgive student loans, and he did it anyway. So this is the Supreme Court. They told him not to forgive student loans, and he went against the court and did it anyway. So that administration, that's part of that. So Trump, he's trying to stay cool, and he was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to abide by the court rulings and see what pop up. Now, he didn't send the $2 billion, even though he was ordered to do it. So that's kind of still shitting on the court, but he got around it because of Marco Rubio. So this is crazy, man. If we have a sensitive situation going on right now. Because Trump can't tell the judiciary to EAD, even though he wants to, but he can't really do it. So if I was Trump, though, I'm just saying, if I was Trump, I'm not saying he should do this, Trump. I'm just saying, if I was Trump, yeah, little Marco, he ain't little Marco right now, though. Little Marco is balling. Marco, I don't know if you've been seeing him lately. Marco has been G'ing off on everybody. Panama, Venezuela. He went down to, hey, Marco Rubio's balling right now. But let me say, if I was Trump, I'm just saying, if I was Trump, I would hire somebody to investigate every Soros-appointed judge or funded judge. I would, most cats don't have any type of strategy, any war type of strategy. They're too diplomatic or they're nerds or anything like that. You got to be a G. You got to be gangster about this shit. I'm telling you, if I was in there, I would investigate every single Soros-appointed judge and their family member. I don't give a fuck. I got an investigation firm. I'm buying an investigation firm, and I'm holding investigations on every single judge. Now, you may have done nothing wrong. You may be on the up and up. But if you're not, I got your ass. And if your kids are doing something, you better hope your kids ain't doing nothing illegal. I'm telling you, they don't know how to fight. I would get all the dirt I could on every single goddamn judge that I thought would oppose me. Even the ones that I didn't think would oppose me. I would just have some shit. just have some shit in my back pocket. You did rule for me. Oh, okay, my bad. Thought I had to sneeze for a minute. I was about to pull out my handkerchief, and it went back in. I'm sorry, that was a false alarm. Let me put that back. Let me put my handkerchief back in my pocket. Thank you for the ruling, Judge. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's what would happen. Every single time a judge would do a ruling. Oh, my. Oh, the ruling was for me? Oh, whoo. I almost blew everybody out of here with this sneeze. Goddamn, let me put this handkerchief back in my back pocket. I would be ready to I'd be ready to pull out everything on them niggas every time. So I don't know what Trump doing, but you should be doing that. So moving along. While that's happening, those just keep uncovering fraud and shit, and fraud and corruption. This is at the EPA. They uncovered a $375 billion slush fund that was run by John Podesta. Y'all remember John Podesta? Hillary's head of staff, and when she was like chief of staff. So y'all remember, we got to know who Podesta is, right? Y'all remember the PIZ, the PIZZ, the gate, right? The PIZZ A gate. That was Podesta. You know, the Domino's gate, the Papa John's gate. Remember that? Remember Papa John's gate? So Podesta was supposed to be behind that. Him and his people. Then they go to Podesta's crib and his family crib, and they got pictures of half-naked children on the wall as art. Like, nigga, what are you doing with that on your wall, man? That little half-naked, what the, nah, brother. So that went down, and $375 billion, not million, y'all, $1 billion slush fund. Slush fund is a fund where they get it. They basically create this giant. They take money from the government. There's a massive amount of money from the government, and then they dole it out to a bunch of NGOs and pay salaries and all that type of stuff. So they, and they, on the surface, it looks like some type of government project or something like that, but it's not. It's just a pool of money that everybody gets to pull from, especially if you're doing, under the cover shit, low key, down low shit. So that pays for that type of stuff. So some of the nonprofits who got some of this money. So it was like some nonprofits that just were started within a week or a month received $7 billion. Damn, a $7 billion grant. They had only been open for a month. 1 month, you get $7 billion. Like, where can I go apply for some of these grants? Know Your Rights Foundation need one of these grants. God damn it, what the fuck? We need a grant. Excuse me. ALB, appreciate you. Thank you, says, for melanated Bubba and what? Melanated Buddha. Okay, I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Hold on a second. So out of this 375, so $7 billion gone right off the bat, but Trump found it. Elon found it and froze it. He found it last minute. It was getting ready to go out. They froze it. So then that's where the $2 billion, that's set $375 billion, excuse me, slush fund. That's where the $2 billion for Stacey Abrams came from. It came from that money. And then, again, remember her nonprofit had only been up for a year, and she had gotten $100 in donations in 2023, and then 2024 she got $2 billion. $100. I got that in my pocket. Hey, Stacey, you need 100? Let me go get my wallet. I got that in the wallet. But next year, $2 billion after only getting $100. That's not even enough to pay your damn, to pay for filing fees. But $2 billion. So This is where your money is going. 375 billion to that. Then at the Department of Justice, it's crazy. The outgoing administration at the Department of Justice, they funneled 22 billion with a B, $billion. They funneled to newly created nonprofits, NGOs, before they left. So basically, they were trying to do a money grab at the DOJ. They took a bunch of money, 222 billion, set it into a bunch of NGOs outside of the Department of Justice that they were joining, or they were board members on, or shit like that. So when they get to those NGOs, they get funded that money. $22 billion. These niggas are thieves. Man, this is crazy. They just robbing the shit out of people. This, first of all, look at how much money. This shows you how big America is. This shows you how huge America is. That $375 billion over here can go missing. Nobody knows it. $22 billion over here. 375 million over here. Another 22 billion for HHS and illegal immigrants last year. I mean, just crazy. Billions and billions, hundreds of millions. No one misses that shit. That shows you how huge America is. And this is why they didn't want Elon coming in there and upgrading it to modern times. See, they can only steal this type of money if the system is antiquated. That's the only way they can steal this type of money. If the system is antiquated. If the system is up to date, you're not going to be able to steal this type of money. This is why they hate Elon. This is why the hate against Elon is completely CIA invented. Because he's revamping the government to where they won't be able to siphon money anymore. The black sites, the black ops, all that type of shit, they won't be able to do that no more because the money will be tracked. Yo. Al B, appreciate you. Wait, Al B, hold on. What'd you say? What's the best core workout? Oh, man. That depends. It's a whole bunch of core workouts. I do boxing. Boxing works your core every single time. But man, planks are good. So most people think when you do for your core, it's called, you want to do crunches and stuff like that. Crunches really don't make your stuff wrong. Actually, stability or isometrics for your core, like planks and stuff like that, because you want your core is supposed to keep you erect all day. It's not, you don't do this all day, right? So it's supposed to keep you sitting up straight all day. So you want to mimic movements that present that keep your abs really straight and stiff and strong and strengthen that way. So you want to do stuff like that. Planks, bodyweight stuff like that. Supermans, all that type of stuff. Can't get into it now because I'm doing the live stream, but appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. So they're robbing y'all blind. They're robbing you blind. So basically, they're raiding the cupboards before the house gets demolished. And you guys are paying for it. And I hope you guys take what I said to heart and go figure out how you don't have to pay taxes legally. Because you don't. I've broken this down for the last 3 or 4 weeks now. The Supreme Court cases, the law, all of that. The 16th Amendment, the Supreme Court already ruled it has no power. That's what they tell you why you have to pay income tax, because the 16th Amendment. But they've already ruled the 16th Amendment doesn't give the government any new taxing power. So if they didn't have the power to tax you before the 16th Amendment, they don't have the power to tax you after the 16th Amendment. And again, if you've heard this many times and you continue to paying taxes out of fear or laziness, that's on you. Whatever karma comes back. And again, you guys, karma does come back from this shit, just so you know. Yo, who was that? Man, I'm telling you, my eyes are bad right now. Was that Smoother? Oh, I can't see. Oh, Smooth, appreciate you. Vibes says, Vibes, Customs, Creations, Sent you. Oh, so Smooth Vibes Custom Creations. Everybody go look at Smooth Vibes Custom Creations. Appreciate you. Thank you for the Cash App. My eyes is off right now, y'all. I'm telling you. But appreciate thank you, Smooth Vibes. So man, do what you got to do to get out of the thumb of the government. Now, you may not have to do that because guess what? Trump wants to dismantle the IRS. Moving along, Trump trying to take the IRS out the game. That's another reason I think they want to kill him. They're trying, hey, Trump is trying to get rid of the damn IRS, y'all. Y'all know how crazy that is? That's the main collection agency for the Fed. That's what the IRS is. The IRS is the collection agency for the Federal Reserve. So Trump slashed 45,000 jobs from the IRS this week. 40. So remember, I told you he slashed 6,000 jobs. That was 2 weeks ago. Now he just slashed another 45,000 jobs. Now, there's only 90,000 people who work for the whole IRS. So now he just cut the IRS by half. Damn. So all of this may be for naught. He might get rid of the IRS. Y'all may not have to do that at all, but I'm saying you might want to do it just to cover your butt. But man, 45,000 cats. Now remember, Biden tried to hire 87,000 and had gotten up to 22,000, I think, of the 87,000. So now those 22,000 are gone. So that's really what this is. It's like 22,000 that Biden hired, and then the other people who were there before that, who were there before the Biden hire. So probably people who was in his administration. It's just crazy. I mean, if he gets rid of the goddamn IRS, this would be a whole new country. If he got rid of the IRS was made to keep you broke. Y'all know that? You're not supposed to pay taxes. Do y'all know you're not supposed to pay taxes? That's not the people who set up the government. Excuse me. They set it up for you not to pay taxes. That was the whole point. Boston Tea Party and all that shit. Now, they was getting taxed for forever. And then the Masons created that Boston Tea Party shit because they wanted to create a new government. So they went and did that taxation without representation thing, right? But it didn't really go the way that the history tell you either. But you guys can go look that up. But so they didn't want any taxes. That's why when they created the government, they said, hey, man, you cannot tax people directly. If you tax people directly, it has to be apportioned. I mean, you got to spread it out. You got to divvy it up between the 50 states or the 13 states back then when they created it. You got to divvy that shit up. Otherwise, you cannot tax a person directly unless it's going to everyone. So, you're not supposed to pay taxes. And so they knew they were having trouble with that. They were making money off of tariffs, though. This is what Trump gets into right now. The government was rich because they were doing tariffs in the 1800s, especially the late 1800s. They were doing tariffs. Then the central banks wanted to get established over here. So one of the central banks got established over here. And I think it was Jackson, one of the presidents, he killed the Federal Reserve, the central bank. The first central bank that was over here, he killed it because he was like, oh, y'all niggas trying to take over. Y'all niggas trying to take control of the goddamn whole damn state. Ah, fuck that shit. He killed it. So go look that up. Who was the cat who killed the first central bank? I think it was Jackson, maybe Andrew Jackson. But he killed the first central bank. And then the central bankers, they had to figure out another plan to get implemented into America. And so then that took them a while until 1913. And then they were able to get planted in America again. Once they got Woodrow Wilson dumbass in office. So then they had to create the collection agency for that Federal Reserve, and then that was the IRS, which is really the Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service. Say it again. The Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service. That's the true name of the CIA. And if you were ever going to go after them, because they're not a real government. They're a Delaware corporation. So you can sue the IRS, just so you know. You can sue the government too. It's not a federal corporation. See, it's not a corporation. It's not a government that you can sue that has sovereignty. So if you go pull up the Delaware corporate filing papers of the United States of America, Inc., then you can sue them. You can sue that entity because it's not sovereign. It's a corporation. It's a Delaware corporation. Just like the IRS. It's a Delaware corporation. You can sue that up. You can sue them. Pull their paperwork up, their Delaware filing paper, corporate filing paperwork, and you can pull that up and sue them. Damn sure. But you can't sue, just so you guys know, lawfully, you can't sue somebody if you don't have the proper name on the paperwork. That can't do it. And they know this. This is why they'll put out a DBA in public. This is what we're doing business as, IRS. But the real name, the real name is, the filing name, the corporate filing name is Internal Revenue Tax and Audit Service. And you think it's the Internal Revenue Service. So if you go sue the Internal Revenue Service, they'll send you something back that says they'll cancel it, or the court will deny your claim because they'll say you have, what's the term? Forgot the damn term. I forgot the goddamn term. God damn. Mel, put the goddamn, where's Mel at? Put the damn thing. I forgot the goddamn. I got so much damn stuff in my head. I would be able to pull this up in a second if it was in law class. Failure. Oh, here it is. Failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. All right, goddamn, it was so much in there. I had to pull it up. So again, failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted, meaning you didn't properly present your claim. So I can't give you relief. The court can't give you relief. So it can be many reasons that you didn't present the claim properly. Procedurally, you missed out. You left out a word. You misspelled somebody's name. All of these things would prevent you from properly, procedurally doing it. Filing a lawsuit. So again, yeah, you have to know these corporate names in order to be able to go after them properly. So just know. So moving along, the CIA, another Delaware corporation. Just so you know, their true name. You want to know the CIA's true name if you want to go sue them? Because I know they running YouTube right now. You want to know the CIA's true name? The Central Intelligence Agency? Nope. What is it? You say CIA and EAD? Yep. CIA and EAD. It's the Central Intelligence Authority. That's what the A stands for. It doesn't stand for agency. It stands for authority. So if you were ever going to go sue the CIA, you have to go sue the Central Intelligence Authority, not agency. This is why most people who sue them, they get their claims wiped off because they don't know their real names. They don't even know that they're not government they're not government entities, they're corporations. Delaware corporations. So the CIA, they lay off some recently hired officers, or CIA lays off some recently hired officers as Trump shakes up intelligence community. That's the article. So remember how the CIA sent Trump a letter? I told you guys this. They sent him a letter like, hey, you can doge the rest of these departments, but don't come over here fucking with the CIA. Don't fuck with us, homie. Yo, Brandon Terry, appreciate you. Thank you for the CashApp. Thank everybody in the CashApp. Even though I'm struggling to see your name, read your names today, my eyes ain't focusing. But I appreciate you. But and so the CIA sent him a letter and said, fuck with everybody else, but don't come over here. Or, some of our disgruntled employees may feel compelled to release secrets. You just never know. They may feel compelled to release a couple of secrets here and there. So, you might not want to touch anybody in the CIA. Just saying. And Trump said, he told them niggas to EAD, and they had people up there got to start getting kicked out. So it says the Central Intelligence Agency, authority really, will fire an, an unreleased number of junior officers junior officers, right? As President Donald Trump efforts to downsize and reshape the federal government reverberate through America's intelligence community. In February, the CIA offered buyouts to, so this is funny, they didn't take the buyout. This is dumbasses. They could have took the buyout, the 8-month buyout, and they didn't take the buyout. And so now they got fired. You don't get no money. Doodles, nigga. Doodalooses. Toodaloo and deuces. Doodalooses. So, they didn't take the buyout. So it says in February, in February, the CIA offered buyouts to some employees. The typically secretive agency has not said how many employees accepted the offer. So I guess some of them did. But Trump's recently confirmed CIA director, John Radcliffe, has promised to overhaul the agency and return its focus to human-gathered intelligence. The CIA and other Western spy agencies have played a key role in supplying information to Ukraine about Russian war plans and capabilities. Radcliffe said this week that the intelligence sharing with Ukraine has been suspended, but characterized the interruption as potentially temporary. But Trump still said EAD. Trump still told him the EAD, get the fuck out. Get out, bitches. So, but Trump, when he's doing this, I don't think he knows what he's messing with when you mess with the CIA. Honestly, even though, take it down, but the CIA is such an huge, intricate agency that's doing all kind of bullshit. I mean, compartmentalized bullshit. What that means is certain parts of the CIA is doing shit that they don't tell the other part about, so that they can have plausible deniability. So if you find them doing one thing and then they ask you about the other part of the CIA, they're like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what you're talking about. So the CIA is huge. And all of this money that comes up missing is how they keep funding the goddamn CIA and all the rest of these agencies. And he's disrupting this shit. He's tearing down all of that shit. How they fund all of their secret ops and shit. Like, nigga, this is where all this money goes. Who do you think this is? Who do you think this money is? So Doge uncovers a bunch of CIA black sites. Doge went in there, they got the algorithm, and so they found a bunch of properties, like 400 properties, federal government buildings that weren't occupied. They're just sitting there. Nobody using them. So, supposedly, allegedly, right? So they was like, what are these federal government buildings that ain't being used? And so they was like, all right, we got to sell these buildings. So they put all the buildings online for sale. 440 federal buildings for sale. Goddamn. So, and within like a couple of hours, the post was taken down, then it was put back up with only 320. 320 of the buildings. And then a couple of hours after that, they took down the whole listing, the whole the offer. It said, we'll be right back to it after these messages. It said, hold on one second, guys. Hold on. So basically what they had found was, these sites were black sites. So what is a black site? These are sites that are not on the books. These are sites that government agencies use that are not on the books. Where they allegedly hold hostages or, people of interest, terrorists and stuff like that, and get them to talk and all that type of stuff. So these are the black sites. This is what they do. They send these people to black sites where they do the alleged torturing in these places and get them to cough up the secrets, right? So, it was 444 buildings, not 440, 444 buildings. So that's where all your money's going, guys. And Doge is uncovering this stuff at an alarming rate. I mean, they never thought he was going to be able to come in there and do it like this. Like, those just they're uncovering so much shit that Trump gave them a building to set up in because they don't even go home and sleep. So he gave them a building and they went and bought furniture and shit and put everything like they turned the building into like a dorm room. And they got all the Doge people in this building, this federal building, just killing it, right? And so then they show you the building and the building is empty as hell. It has like just like 5 plants. It has 5 plants in the building, right? And they have a sign over the plants that says, please, no one water these plants. It's taken care of by a corporation, a company, something company, right? This is the sign that's over the plants. Guess how much this company was getting paid to water those 5 plants in that building? Guess how much? 5 plants. Now, 5 plants, they're alive. They need water. They're here. They're part of existence. They're the living existence, so they need nourishment. Now, y'all wait. Queen T is the closest. Queen T is the closest. 50 grand a month. A month. They're getting $50,000 a month to water 5 plants. What the fuck, man? 5 goddamn plants. 50 grand a month. So Elon said, fuck that. He cut that contract. Elon cut that joint. So this is crazy, man. Y'all money just being wasted. God damn. And I said y'all money. I'm going to keep on making y'all feel that shit. Y'all money is being wasted. God damn. Y'all better figure that shit out. So moving along, the Demo bitches, or the bitchocrats, they get the bitchocrat governors. They got drilled or grilled on Capitol Hill about the sanctuary cities and letting proven convicted criminals and rapists back onto the streets in America. Did you see they got mangulated. they got smashed on, especially Brandon Johnson. That fool crazy. And so they had the mayors of Denver, Boston, New York, and Chicago, right? And they had him up there grilling them about them illegal immigrants and them letting people in and boom, boom, boom. And so the way they were getting through it was they weren't going to answer questions. So they were the Congress was giving them yes or no questions, and they just kept sitting up there answering. I love my city. Our city protects people. Our city protects everyone. Everyone is welcome in our city. Everyone preserves protection. Everyone, like, nigga, what are you saying? This is a yes or no question. Do you support illegal criminals being let into the country? We in Chicago, we feel that everyone is entitled to support, and we build that. And like, nigga, that's all he kept saying on replay. Just like this dumb shit. Like, what do you, nigga? This is a yes or no question. He looked like a dumbass, right? So the usual mode of operation, right? The usual MO, is that people go to Congress, you get reprimanded and scolded by the Congress so they can get their sound bites that they can send to their donors, and then you just got embarrassed. You had to take it, get embarrassed for one day, and then you go back about your regular life, right? And you get these clips of you that last forever in the media, but you survived it. So that's usually what happens. That's what was going on too. They were killing them, smashing on them, especially the last congressman. He was the former police officer. He got on them. He was smashing them. And so they were going through, he would kept asking these cats how much money they were spending on illegal immigrants. And they refused to answer. Boston, she didn't want to answer. She didn't know. She said she didn't, so she said she didn't know, but we know she knew. She said, I don't know. I don't know how much I spent. Then they went to the Denver mayor. How much have you spent on illegal immigrants? And he said, well, roughly about $79 million. Excuse me, $79 million, right? 79 million. I think it's way more than that, but he said 79 million. Then they went to Brandon Johnson. And this is who was questioning him. This was Byron Donaldson. Byron Donalds. He was questioning him. And so Byron Donalds, he said, so he went to Brandon Johnson. How much have you spent? And he says, well, according to our records, and we look at our records, and according to the amount of people who've come into our place, he just, nigga, you are doing the Kamala Harris shit. You just a bunch of word salad till he got to the end, and our records show that maybe it's about it's closer to maybe 1% of our GDP, the same as Texas, the same as America, the same as Texas. Like, nigga, you're trying to equate. See, this is what is percentage, but this percentage bullshit. This is how they get you with percentages. Don't ever believe shit about percentages in sports or in life. Percentages are bullshit. How many actual numbers? What's the actual number? Don't give me a percent. So that's what Byron Donald said. Nigga, what's the actual number? He was like, I don't really know. I don't really know. You don't know? Then they went to Eric Adams, New York mayor, and he knew immediately. He said $6.9 billion. New York, if you live in New York, they have spent $7 billion on illegal immigrants and not you. That's crazy. $7 billion on illegal immigrants for hotels and free money cards and debit cards and all the rest of that shit. Just free stuff, clothes, all of that. You don't get none of that. You don't get nothing. You work your ass off. You get up every goddamn day, you go to work, you come home, you take care of your kids, your taxes pay for every goddamn thing in America, but you don't get no money, no repercussion, no relief, nothing like that. $7 billion New York gave to illegal immigrants. That's crazy to me. So, at least though, Eric Adams knew, and the reason he knew is because he's working with ICE, right? So he's like, I'm good, my nigga. I don't know if you saw, but the DOJ, they just dropped my investigation. So, hey, what you want to know, Congress? Huh? Nigga up there, hey, Congress, what you need to know, my niggas and niggas? How much did you spend? $7 billion. What else you need to know? Anything else? He was good. That nigga told all the other three mayors, they was squirming and shit. Even squirming a little bit because he was embarrassed. But he knew he was good because he's working with ICE. He don't care. He working with Trump and them. He don't care. The rest of them damn. So they looked like they had no remorse whatsoever, right? They just got it there. They looked like they had no remorse. And so what's her name? What's the girl's name? Man, what is her name? So before I get to that though, really quick, before I get to that, the Democrats were pissed. I gotta talk about the bitchocrats, because the bitchocrats, the Congress people, because they didn't just let the Republicans get their bullshit off, right? So the bitchocrat Congress people, they started going off. First of all, they was up there for 6 hours, right? So then they started going off, and the Captain Caveman dude, and who else? It was what's the old girl name? Female Chappelle, Kojak. What's her name again? Female Chappelle Kojak. Well, what her name is? She got up there, and she was spouting off on her damn. And no, and the people that's about, she was trying to spout some bullshit about the government. And they kept cutting her ass off. And then she was like, hold on, excuse me. I am a victim of sexual assault, so I have the right to... What the fuck does that got to do with you talking about illegal immigrants? I have a right. She said, I've been a victim of sexual assault and I have a right to speak my piece. So no, you don't. You are a congressperson who gets a certain amount of time, and also you're supposed to stay on the topic. And if you don't stay on the topic, they can cut your damn mic off. And so that's what they were doing, and she went crazy. she lost her damn mind. Like, girl, if you don't put a goddamn hat on, you blinding me up in this motherfucker. It's too many lights shining down on your head. I can't. What's your name? Where you at? Hey, girl, don't be talking to. I'm over here. Hey, hey, sit your ass down. Them motherfuckers. If you go look at the clip, that girl, that shit was bright. Like this right here, you see that? You see all that glare right there on my shit? That was right there, all of that. Her shit was look like a. It looked like that Israel Golden Dome. It was so much light on top of her head. That shit looked like what is that? They call that the Dome of the Rock in Israel? That's what her shit looked like. She started tripping. Then, because they basically threatened to kick her ass out. Look here, Telly Savalas. Look at Kojak. Go get a goddamn blow pop and calm your ass down. Y'all remember Telly Savalas told y'all, if you got to be old enough for this. Telly Savalas used to eat blow pops all the time when he was solving crimes. Hey, look here, that bitch head looked like a blow pop. She looked like a chocolate blow pop. Sitting up there screaming at Congress. Like, bitch, if you don't get your blow pop ass head out of there. So they was about to cut her ass off and kick her out, which would have been the third time for Democrats in the whole week. They're losing it, man. They don't have any decorum in Congress. They don't know how to control themselves. They keep talking over people. Like, you think this is how government is going to evolve? No. You're not going to be there. And this party is going to be dead. The Democratic, which it should be. Honestly. It's crap right now. It's a piece of shit. It stands for nothing unless you are Fruitopian, alphabet soup, or a feminist woman. Or all three. So you have no future with that. That's a small population of the world, of America anyway, and especially the world too. And you ain't going nowhere with that. Shout out to Female Chappelle. So, then, because it was two other Democrats got kicked out of Congress this week. But while they were doing that, the Democrat mayors thought they were getting off with just a reprimand. You're very wrong, buddy. You don't do that again. You understand? That's what they got. That's what they thought they were going to get. Then, Miss Anna Paulina Luna, with her little fine butt. Hey, Anna Paulina! But Anna Paulina Luna, the Hispanic congresswoman, she had something for him. Anna Paulina, she killed the game when they went to her, because they thought they were going to get off. She pulled out 3 orders or investigation orders or inquiry orders to the DOJ. She said, y'all are full of shit. I have written up 3 investigation, inquiries to the DOJ to look into your corruption in the court. Yo, Tion Taylor, thank you for the cash app. Appreciate you. They're about to get the DOJ investigating them cats. They didn't think that was going to happen. They just thought they was going to get reprimanded and go home. She's like, nah, bitch. Y'all think y'all just about to get out of here? Y'all going to do that to the cities and just fuck up all the goddamn cities? And nah. I'm sending y'all names to the DOJ. I'm sending your name to the DOJ. So, who's at my damn door? Hold on. Nobody's there. Nobody's at the door. So, yeah. Not Eric Adams, though. This is a funny thing. It was 4 governors there, but she had 3 investigation orders. Only 3. Who did she leave out? Which one of those damn mayors got left out? Hey, Eric Adams. Eric Adams like, boy, Y'all should have been playing the game, baby. They ain't investigating me. Tell you that shit. So she had the 3 other mayors. She's going to investigate them. She had to, I'm sending this to the DOJ immediately as soon as this ends. So we'll see what happens behind that. But go ahead, Anna Paulina Luna, with your fine butt, girl. Moving along. Looks like the crack scene cartel has got to your boy RFK Jr. The crack scene cartel done got to him, y'all. At the cabinet meeting with Trump, he told Trump that, and everyone else in the world, that they were monitoring measles, right? They were monitoring it because they had 4 outbreaks. It was only 4 outbreaks, but they were just monitoring it, right? They weren't really worried about it. But he said, and to give you some perspective, last year there were 12 outbreaks. So it says there are only 4 right now. We're right in the realm of yo, Kevin Wise, appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Thank everybody hitting the Cash App. Appreciate you guys for the shawarma donation. About to hit up some shawarma. Get my chicken shawarma back after this, right after this. But excuse me. So 4 outbreaks is right in line with the normalcy, right? Of what happens every year. Excuse me. So they don't want that. Why? Because they were getting ready to schedule MNRA cupcakes for the measles. They like, hold up, buddy. We're supposed to be drumming up fear. Nigga, we need to get this shit off. What you doing? So right when that happens, let's see, the community, or the let me see, what I like to call them, the crack scene cartel made by the Khazarians, because you know that's who run the crack scene cartel. Albert Bourla, the head of Pfizer, is Khazarian. Like, that's the main one, right? That's the top, that's the tippity top crack scene company. And the head of it is a Khazarian. That's why Khazaria, when the Pandisi happened, you remember, out of everybody in the world, who was the first to get the crack scenes? Who was the very first country to get the crack scene? That was Khazaria, New Khazaria. They were the very first ones to get the crack scene. Right? Because Albert Bourla is he's a Khazarian. So now we just see now that the whole administration is Khazarian ball garglers. It's just the whole administration is just on the Khazarian ball gargling side of the game. Because they went and told him, basically, that's what happened. They went and came back, like, hey, nigga, you better shut your... And he came back out and he did it. He tweeted that what was in the tweet? I forgot to write the tweet down, but he said that he believed in the schedule, the crack scene schedule, and that being crack scened up is good for the community, because if you are crack scened up, then it helps the other people in the community who are not. So again, they come in with you need to get it so that you save your community. You doing the same goddamn shit, RF bitch, Junior. RF bitch Junior. Hey, homie, you do some good stuff, but if you are Khazarian ball gargling and you are telling people to get these mRNA bullshit, hey, we got to kick him out the game too. Nobody's immune. If you start bullshitting and fucking up, you get smashed on. Doesn't matter who the hell it is. Because speaking of bitch ass Khazarians, there's a few of them. You probably can't see this because their YouTube is gonna flip the goddamn YouTube is gonna flip it, which is crazy as hell. I don't know why they keep flipping my videos. But so speaking of bitch ass Khazarians, Ben Shapiro, he calls for Derek Chauvin to get pardoned. He called for Trump to pardon Derek Chauvin. You know, the dude who smashed on George Floyd. So he wants Derek Chauvin pardoned. Now, they're working off of, he's going off of that video Candace Owens just did. Then she did the George Floyd documentary where they tried to say that the autopsy showed that he had a bunch of drugs in his system and he had a heart condition, and that most likely led to his death than Derek Chauvin standing on him. Now, again, they keep coming with this bullshit. So first off, if Trump pardons Derek Chauvin, America will be destroyed. That'll be the very silver bullet that the Democrats need to say that this nigga is racist and all this and that. I mean, he would be handing them a straight gift if he pardoned Derek Chauvin. And the fact of the matter is, even if he pardoned him, he's not getting out of jail because he's convicted on state charges. So he's still gonna be in jail for like 20 some odd years. So pardoning Derek Chauvin would only be for optics. To try to say, well, we're not woke. They'd only go against what they call the woke Black Lives Matter movement that happened at that time. Well, again, this is easily alleviated. This whole conversation can be solved in 8 minutes and 46 seconds or 49 seconds, however many it was. If you just let me stand on your neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and if you live after that, we good. How come nobody has performed that goddamn experiment? That experiment? Because that's the only true one that you're gonna know if standing on your neck for 10 minutes will kill you. Something that every goddamn logical person knows. You can't stand on somebody's neck for 10 minutes. You can't stand on somebody's neck for 2 minutes. They'll die. At the very least, pass out if you don't get oxygen to your brain. So let me just break dance and windmill on your neck. Do some captains, them knee spin captains. Y'all remember that shit? If you a break dancer doing that knee spin with the captain knee spin. Only break dancers would know this. But that's the captain knee spin. When you spin around on your knee and you got your hand like this, you salute everybody as you go around in the circle. That's called the captain. So let me do that. One of you dumbass white motherfuckers who talking this bullshit. Let me do it to every last one of you, not one of you. I want to do it to every single one of y'all talking this bullshit. Tim Pool and all you motherfuckers who keep talking this shit. Ben Shapiro. All you motherfuckers talk, even you black coon Cajuns. All you black ass coon Cajuns talking this bullshit. These black conservatives. All these bitch ass motherfuckers. Let me dance on your neck for 10 minutes. Excuse me, not 10 minutes, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Because I promise, I'll get up in 8 minutes, 46 seconds, I'm off. I won't spend any extra time on your neck. And then we'll see. I'm looking at, oh, shit. Hey, somebody. Sorry, brother. I didn't. Y'all said that 10 minutes wasn't good. Remember what you said? You said that 8 minutes wasn't gonna hurt. Goddamn, man, I didn't. Somebody come get him. You ain't nigga. It's all on you. This is your fault, nigga. Because you said 8 minutes and 46 seconds wasn't gonna kill you. That's what you said. Like, goddamn. These motherfuckers are so full of shit. He had drugs in his system. He had a heart condition. So standing on his neck for 8 minutes would do nothing. It did nothing to him at all. Like, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here, I'll beat the shit out of every last one of y'all. I'll put all of them in the ring at the same time. And I'll smash every last one of these bitch ass niggas saying some stupid shit like that. Fuck out of here. And Derek Chauvin violated his Fourth Amendment right when he first interacted with him. See, none of these people know police stop law. He violated his constitutional rights immediately upon the first interaction. When he went and got and took him, when he went and just snatched him up without any probable cause or reasonable suspicion. You gotta have reasonable suspicion first. then you got a probable cause. But he snatched him with none of that. So fuck all them damn dumbass refaglicans. Oh, excuse me. Refuglicans. Fuck the refuglicans. That's what I like to call them. The refuglicans are full of shit. So moving on. They pissed me off with that one. They keep saying that bullshit. Every single channel you go to, they say, pardon Derek Chauvin. And so, oh, the other thing, Trump said they asked Trump, are you gonna pardon Derek Chauvin? And Trump wisely, they went to Trump, they said, there's a call for you to pardon Derek Chauvin. Are you considering pardoning Derek Chauvin? And he goes, I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't heard anything about that. So he killed the argument quickly by saying, I don't know anything about it. But is he going to do it? I don't think he's going to do it because it's a bad political move if he does. And he doesn't necessarily make bad political moves. But who was backing him, the person who was backing the Ben Shapiro was bitch-ass Elon. Old fucking Down syndrome-ass Elon comes out and he puts on his Twitter page, Ben Shapiro called for it and he just agreed. He agreed with Ben Shapiro. He didn't say anything. He just agreed with Ben Shapiro. Now, again, a lot of these cats think, and Candace Owens' video is true, that all of that stuff is true. The fentanyl in the system, he had the drugs, the heart condition, and all that type of shit. And that the nigga, he died because of that. So everybody's going off of that. But Elon's bitch ass, his fucking Down syndrome ass, you need to stay up out of shit. You need to keep look, man, Elon is that motherfucker from, everybody remember the 90s? Remember that show? What was the show with the Down syndrome dude? Life Goes On. Anybody remember that show? The Life Goes On show that came on in the 90s with the Down syndrome kid? That's Elon. That motherfucker is the Down syndrome kid from Life Goes On. If anybody remember that show. And then that show was crazy. I couldn't watch it most of the time because I'm too crazy. And I could not watch the show without laughing. I'm sorry, everybody. I could look, and then on the show, they gave the dude, the Down syndrome dude, they gave him a girlfriend who also had Down syndrome. I was like, come on, man. Come on, God, universe. What you trying to do to me, man? That's like there for a dude who deal with comedy. That's a joke, Fort Knox of jokes. Like, you really gonna give me a Fort Knox joke like that? You put two Down syndrome motherfuckers together in the damn show, and I ain't supposed, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I was like, nigga, I couldn't stop laughing. I love you, I love you. That's Elon. Elon, I love you, God. I love you, God. Like, Elon, sit your ass down, nigga. He like, hey, you in the office, you in the Oval Office too much, nigga. Go on over there, my nigga. Take your ass. Like, fuck you, Elon, bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up with your Down syndrome ass nigga. Talking about Derek Chauvin should be fucking pardoned, nigga. Fuck out of here. That motherfucker's Handyman. Anybody remember Handyman? Damon Wayans, Handyman, nigga. That's Elon. Elon is Handyman. That's Elon, y'all. Bitch ass nigga, you got me coming after you, bitch. Talking that shit. Out of here, Derek Chauvin should be fucking. Let me dance on your motherfucking Down syndrome neck for 10 minutes, Elon. And if your ass don't come out with more Down syndrome, at the very least, nigga, we'll let him out. Fucking bullshit. Moving along. Got me on some bull. Nigga, you take your ass back to Life Goes On. Anybody, Google Life Goes On. Tell me Elon, that motherfucker don't look like Elon. Like the grown one. So in the show, he was a kid. But look at him now, grown. That motherfucker looks like Elon. I'm serious. Like, I'm dead serious. That motherfucker look like Elon, yo. And he about the same age. So that could have been Elon on the show. We don't know. I'm just saying. Moving along. In Skittle news, Donald Trump, he was stopped by Democrats as a bill to ban transformer athletes from women's sports falls in the Senate. Yo, Transcendental, appreciate you. Thank you, bro. I'm just I'm just playing, y'all. God damn it. If anybody offended by that shit, god damn it, I fuck around with comedy, god damn it. I'm just joking. I make fun of everybody, god damn it. You ain't special. You don't get to dodge the bullet. I make fun of me. So if I make fun of myself, you know damn sure I'm making fun of everybody else. I don't give a shit. So moving along, it's Skittle news. Yep, they killed Donald. They killed the bill. The demo bitches, the bitchocrats. They killed the bill to keep biological men, out of women's sports. And they didn't have the votes. So how did they do it? How did they do it? They did that filibuster bullshit. Because they don't have the votes to do anything. So this bullshit called the filibuster that they created, some shit that's not in the Constitution, they're not supposed to be able to do, but they created that filibuster shit where a person of the party who has the less numbers, they'll get up there and just talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And they just talk that shit, and then motherfuckers will be like, all right, nigga, let's go home. Fuck it. We give up. They'll just sit there and talk you to death. Somebody did that shit for Rand Paul did that. Rand Paul is like the king. That nigga sat up there for like 17 hours. Rand Paul, go look at what's Rand Paul's longest filibuster time. He did that shit and he was up there forever, like all day filibustering. So that's what they did to the bill. And it got downvoted when they finally went on it. So it was only a 51-45 vote, right? But and so which should have won, but they filibustered, so they didn't do it. They couldn't get the vote. Excuse me. So this is messed up. So it says the bill sought to determine Title IX protections based solely on a person's reproductive biology and genetics of birth. President Donald Trump signed the executive order last month, giving federal agencies wide latitude to ensure entities that receive federal funding. To ensure entities that receive federal funding abide by the Title IX in alignment with the administration's view, which interprets sex as the gender of someone. Interprets sex as the gender someone was assigned at birth. This is some straight bullshit. You know what? Until the world embraces reincarnation as a whole, the world is going to be fucked up. The reason people are fucked up because they don't understand that this is not the only life you live. You have lived a bunch of other lives, and you may have vestigial energy from those lives. Vestigial means leftover. So you may have that's why like some people feel like they should be amputated. Did y'all know that was a thing? Some people feel like they shouldn't have limbs. That's probably because didn't have any limbs in a past life. And these people will go to doctors to get their limb taken off. They'll really like, yo, can you take my hand off? Can you take my arm off, my leg off? I don't feel right with this shit. This doesn't feel right. And the doctor be like, is you? Fuck is wrong with you? Nigga, you don't get the fuck out my office. So then the nigga go home and all of a sudden the goddamn car landed on his goddamn hand because the jack fell. The jack malfunctioned under the car and the car landed on his hand. Oh shit, you gotta amputate my hand. Oh shit, my bad. So until the world embraces reincarnation, that you've lived multiple lives and you may carry energy from those lives. Yo, Roger Rose, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the cash app you sent me yesterday. Appreciate you, brother. So, and also everybody sent me a cash app this week. Appreciate you, Jennifer Green. Appreciate that cash app. Came right in time. I had just ordered some salmon. Girl, appreciate you for that. But back to the I digress. Back to the topic. Until we start learning and understanding that you have multiple lives and you bring some of that energy with you. So you're supposed to forget it, but sometimes some of that energy gets through. And that's why people feel like they're LGBT and all the rest of that type of stuff. Because you may have been you may have been another, another gender or sex in your past life. So until we figure that out, it's going to be turmoil. It's going to be hell around here. So the Democrats, they keep blocking it, but they're going to be the party of biological men beating up on women. That's what they want to be. You want to be that party? Really? When every 80% of the goddamn America believes the other way. You want to be the 20% that believes biological men should be beating the shit out of women. Did y'all see the long jump? The long jumper in California that just won in college? The college long jumper chick or dude? Did y'all see that? That motherfucker won by like, this nigga jumped over the goddamn ocean compared to them other women. This motherfucker had beaten them so far ahead, it was crazy. Like women are gonna be able to do anything physically. Maybe that's the goal. I don't know. You trying to make women feel physically inadequate or something? What is the goal? Because men battling against women is just, there's nothing in it. They will never win, ever. What is the stat? There's like man, what's the stat? Oh, I think it's like a tennis player, or I forgot the stat, but it's like a champion. I just heard this like 2 days ago, and I forgot the damn sport. But there's a woman who's a champion in one sport, in one of these sports. She's a champion, like killing it. And in the men's side, she would be ranked in the 60s if she was on the men's side. But she's a champion. She's the world champion in her sport, on her side, women's side. If she was in the man's side, she'd be ranked down in the 60s as a champion. That's how much of an advantage men have over women. It's crazy. But the Democrats want to keep acting like we built the same. That's bullshit. Get your ass in the ring. Then one of you ladies who keep claiming that shit. Let me see one of you Congress people jump your ass in the ring with a goddamn boxer. If you built like a man, if there's no difference in the way you built, you'd be able to take these punches just like a dude would. I want to see it. I tell you, I want to see it. I want to see Clarissa Shields get her ass in the ring and get knocked the fuck out. Because she talk too much shit all the time. I definitely want to see Clarissa Shields get your ass knocked the entire fight. I've seen it already. Dude already did it. I want to see it again. As long as you keep talking shit, I want to see it again. So, we'll give you what you asked for. Moving along, a federal judge, a federal judge late Friday extended an order blocking the U.S. President Donald Trump's administration from withholding federal funding from medical providers in 4 Democratic-led states that provide gender-affirming care to transgender youth under 19. So remember, he did the executive order. He said you don't get no money if you perform child surgeries and all that rest of that stuff. So most of these hospitals in these states, they get federal money. So they stopped doing it. And so they sued And a federal judge basically extended the order blocking that order from Trump, saying that, no, you can't do that. So here it goes. A U.S. District Court judge, Lauren King. Look her up. Somebody tell me if Lauren King, the judge, is melanated. I need to know. Somebody look that up for me and put it in the chat. Is Lauren King, is she melanated judge? So Lauren King in Seattle, woke ass Seattle, issued a preliminary injunction preventing the administration enforcing 2 of Republican presidents' executive orders in the states of Colorado, Minnesota, Oregon, and Washington after concluding they were unconstitutional. King, an appointee of Trump's Democratic predecessor, Joe Biden. Why did they have to put Trump's See, if you don't fully read that, you would think King is an appointee of Trump. They didn't have to put that at the beginning. They just could have put King, an appointee of Joe Biden. Why is Trump's name in there? Because you want to equate that with him. The way they write is just stupid shit. So Joe Biden agreed with those states' attorneys. Let me read that over. King, an appointee of Trump's Democratic predecessor, Joe Biden, agreed with those states' attorney generals that the 2 executive orders intruded on Congress's power to appropriate federal funding by withholding research and education grants from medical institutions that provide such care. Now, what this is the bullshit of this whole thing is, they keep saying that Congress has the power of the purse, right? Congress does. They can allocate money. They can say, "Well, we want we want money to go to this. We want money to go for this. We want money to go for this. Money to go for this." However, the president doesn't have to spend it. Just because you come up with it doesn't mean he has to spend it. The Congress can't come up with shit and make another branch do something. Yo, Nadir, appreciate you. Hold on. Just finished typing your affidavit of truth. That's what's up. That's right. Get that status taken care of. Appreciate you for the cash app. So let me get back. Hold on, lost my place. So so they were withholding the funds from the president, right, or from these medical institutions. Damn, I lost my train of thought. I was about to tell you something. Oh, this is wild. So the federal or the one branch of government can't order the other branch of government to do something, right? That's what the separation of powers is. He says she's what? She is a $5 Indian. Is she? She's Indian. She's Indian for real? With a name like Lauren. Hold up. Lauren King is Indian? Really? God damn. Lauren King is Indian? Okay. So that violates, basically, they're violating the order. Again, Congress can allocate money, but they can't force the executive branch to use it. Like, motherfucker, I'm the one who's evaluating all of the receipts over here. So if I don't need to use the money, if I don't want to use it for that, I don't have to. Thank you for the money, but I don't need it. So this is what this judge thinks. Because the money was allocated, that the federal government or the executive branch has to spend it, he don't. So eventually, this is going to get wiped off. But in the meantime, they get to do their bullshit. They're going to be surgeries performed on these kids. Yo, man, who is that? Nadir, appreciate you. Hold on. Oops. Sorry, Nadir, hold on. You sent another one? It says, you asking me, do I believe in Moses? Man, you can't be asking me questions that throw me off the... No, I don't believe in Moses. Well, not the Moses like you believe it, the way they tell it in the Bible. But that's a whole different... Moses, that's astrology. That's all you want to know. All of that is about astrology. So All the Bible really is astrology in the first place. But so Moses as in the astrological sense, but Moses represented Aries. So the zodiac was going in reverse. So Moses represented Aries, the Aries age, them moving out of the Taurus age into the Aryan age. That's why when he came down, when he came down from the mountain and he saw them around the calf, the golden calf, the calf represented the age of Taurus. And so they were moving out of the age of Taurus and they were coming into the age of Aries. That's why Moses is referred to as the Lamb of God. What is really it's really a ram. It's really supposed to be a ram. So that's where that's from. See, you threw me off, goddammit. No, I'm just playing. But so let me see, where was I? All right, so she said Trump's orders also unconstitutionally treated people differently based on their sex or transformer status in violation of the equal protection guarantee of the United States Constitution's Fifth Amendment. She called out one of Trump's executive orders that he signed on his first day back in the White House, January 20th, which directed the federal government to recognize only two biologically distinct sexes, male and female, and directed agencies to ensure grant funds do not promote gender ideology. Hey, don't see nothing wrong there. The order denies the very existence of transformer. This is her quote from her. This order denies the very existence of transformer people and instead seeks to erase them from the federal vocabulary altogether and eliminate medical care for gender dysphoria at federally funded medical institutions. Erase transformers, huh? Is what he's trying to do? It denies their existence? No, it doesn't. It just says we not paying for it. That's all it says. It don't deny that you can live all you want, nigga. It just says the federal government ain't paying for that shit. So she stopped it. Again, she can't do that. However, the crazy thing what they don't tell you though, there's gender dysphoria is a mental condition. All of this stuff is going on. Gender dysphoria is a mental condition. So when they sit up here and they try to tell you that you need to accept this and tolerance and all that. No, motherfucker, you are crazy. According to the DSM. Excuse me, what is it called? The DSM-5? I think it's the DSM-5. So according to the DSM-5, gender dysphoria is listed as, or is listed in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. It's in there. You know how you know it's in there? Because they wouldn't be able to get federal funding, medical funding for it without it. They're not going to fund you, federal government is not going to fund you for elective surgery, for, something that's not a medical condition. So it has to be some type of medical condition in order for you to get funded by the government. And so it's a mental disorder. That's how they're able to get funded, which is crazy, which is insane because she called it gender dysphoria, but gender dysphoria is a mental disorder. You shouldn't be paying for their surgeries. You shouldn't be validating the mental disorder. You should be trying to fix it. The fuck is wrong with these people? We're going to validate your goddamn psychosis, your crazy shit. I'm allergic. Yeah, we agree. Yeah. Say it again. I mean, your voice is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm allergic. Oh my God. It gives me vibrate. It gives me goosebumps. Can you one more time, please? Oh, sure. I'm allergic. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's It's so like, no, that ain't what you supposed to do. You be like, hey, take your ass over to the goddamn to the crazy place over there. Get your ass over there. Yeah, that right there, the crazy house. Yeah, you go there. Yeah, crazy house. Yeah. I know what it says at the top. Shit. What the fuck is going on around here? So, uh, that's what happened. That's what happened with that order. It's still on hold, so we'll see what happened to that. Then moving along, still in Skittle news, Gavin Newsom, this nigga been getting mangled. What'd you say, Michelle? I'm canceled. You can't cancel me. I don't give a shit about nothing. I ain't attached to nothing. I don't care about nothing enough to be canceled. I was a loner for 40-something years before I did this shit. What you gonna cancel me from? I'm good being by myself. So no, I'm not. Don't put that out in the universe. But they can't cancel me. When you don't care, they can't cancel you. So Gavin Bitchsom, he splits from the California liberals and condemns transformer athletes in women's sports in a chat with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is one of them Republican cats, young dudes. And he said it's deeply unfair. Now, why is he now saying this after he's in California? He's fucked off all the parents who have alleged transformer kids. He's messed them up, took all their parent rights away. Then, when he was confronted about it by the dude Charlie Kirk, he said, "You taking the parents' rights away. You said that teachers, can't tell parents that their kid is, if their kid is experiencing gender dysphoria, in the classroom, you said teachers aren't allowed to tell the parents. What kind of crap is that?" He said, no, I didn't know. The law doesn't say they can't tell a parent. It says they don't have to. They don't have to tell a parent if their child is experiencing gender. Nigga, you are full of shit. What do you mean they don't have to? Well, no, they were just saying that, if a kid confides in the teacher and the teacher, he believes that they don't want to, what's the term I'm looking for? Violate the child's confidence. If they don't want to violate that child's confidence, we're just saying that they don't have to. Nigga, somebody should slap shit out of him. First of all, he's holding a podcast in the middle of the day on a Wednesday. On a Thursday. What the hell are you doing? You ain't got a job. You in charge of the biggest state or the most profitable state in all the country. It ain't something for you to do in California that you can take off in the middle of the day on a Thursday. And fucking, what the hell is going on? So the problem with what he said though is that we don't say that they can't. We just say that they don't have to. It leaves the teacher open for indoctrination on the child. So if if the teacher comes to school looking like Rainbow Bright and My Little Pony, fucking pinked out and all the rest of that shit and all that, the kid, remember, colors, vibrant colors spark children. Of course they're gonna ask you like they want to be like that. When kids see vibrant colors and shit, they want to participate in that shit. Of course they want to be like that. That's motherfucking dress up to a kid. Of course they want to play and have some fun. And then you start talking this old gender dysphoria bullshit and teacher, why do you dress like that? Well, for me, I don't believe in being a girl or a boy. I'm a person who's in the middle. That's called non-binary. Can you say that, class? Say it with me. Non-binary. Very good. Very good. Now, what is non-binary? Well, when you go to the doctor and you're born, the doctor assigns you a gender at birth. So sometimes you're going to be assigned male and sometimes you're going to be assigned female. Now, for me, most people, I was neither when I was born and my parents didn't know. So I had to tell them. when I grew up and I knew who I was, when I was 7 years old, I had to tell my parents I'm not a boy or girl. And so my parents started to treat me like I told them I was. So you guys, I'm telling you guys that you know who you are at your age. So if you think that this is what happens in the goddamn fucking classroom. And these motherfuckers, yeah, I feel like I'm a girl sometimes, or I feel like I'm a boy sometimes. Well, it's okay. It's okay for you to feel like that. And you don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to tell anyone. I won't tell anyone. You can be like that all while you're here. You can be anybody you want, okay, guys? You can be anyone you want to be. That's what the world is about. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're doing in them fucking classrooms. And then he says, the teacher doesn't have to tell the parent when the child is experiencing that shit. That means that's because the child is being indoctrinated. And this is all bullshit. So, Gavin Newsom got caught up. They shitted on him. The Republicans was in his ass this week. How dare you say it's not fair? They act like this nigga was shitting on him. He went and ran down a bunch of Transformer people in the street with a goddamn semi-truck. You can't say that. You can't say that. Elon Musk is Gavin Newsom is an asshole. We knew he was fake. They have come out for that fool. Because he said it's not fair. That's all he said. Not fair. That should not be a controversial statement anywhere on the planet. That a dude playing against a girl is unfair. But they are shitting all over that fool. And he deserves it. Because he's a piece of shit. Honestly. He's trying to move to the middle now because he want to run for president. But everybody remember, nigga, you burnt down L.A. Or you let L.A. burn down with all your woke policies. Trying to save the brush on the ground. Because environmentalists told you that if you remove the brush off the ground, you're going to be messing up the ecosystem. The insect ecosystem. Nigga, Gavin Newsom, you full of shit. So, moving along, in the science and the weird, scientists have found the origin of water. Now, I didn't know where water came from. I thought we always knew where water came from. Apparently, we don't know where water came from. So water, says scientists have found the origin of water and say it formed billions of years earlier than we thought. Now, you would have to say that, like, water had to come from somewhere because the space is not filled with water. There's not a bunch of water just floating around in space, right? Not in the form we experience it in. Talking about hydrogen molecules and all that type of stuff, but not actual water. Unless it's a planet filled with water, but then that water's contained, right? It's not floating out here just aimlessly in the middle of space. You know, some fine big ass space lakes. Where motherfucking space beaches and shit, where niggas just park with their goddamn with their jets and car, nigga just chilling. You don't see that. So where did water come from? So it says, now researchers claim to have found the origins of water in the earliest moments of the universe. According to scientists from the University of Portsmouth, water first formed in the debris of supernova explosions 100 to 200 million years after the Big Bang. These findings suggest that the ingredients for life on Earth were in place billions of years earlier than previously thought. Using computer simulations, the researchers show that water would have formed when the very first stars in the universe died and collapsed into supernova. So, why would water come from a star? Let me see if y'all know this. Why would water come from a star? Y'all know? Anyone? He said space. Come on. Yeah, space. The cosmos, whatever you want to call it. Whatever your name for it is. Oh, you must be one of them flat earther people? I got something for you in a minute. So it says, you sandstone, you say hydrogen. Do y'all agree with Sam Stone? Sam Stone got it. Yes, hydrogen. So the sun is hydrogen molecules coming together so fast, they're colliding into each other so fast that they form helium. And the sun is a giant ball of helium on fire. So, yeah, he's right. Hydrogen molecules are within the sun. Or or atoms. Hydrogen atoms are within the sun. So he said, it says, as the oxygen produced by these blasts cooled and mixed with the surrounding hydrogen, water was able to form in the clumps of material left behind. So see, Sam Stone, you had it right. Hydrogen and then the oxygen that was formed from the explosions. So good job, brother. Sam Stone, you know a little something, don't you, boy? So these dense, dusty cores are also the most likely origins of the material that would go on to form the first planets. Boom. So water comes from supernova, apparently. Also, gold, all your precious minerals come from exploding planets too. So water, gold, platinum, silver, copper, all of that comes from exploding planets. Excuse me, not planets, stars, suns. Excuse me, not planets, suns. Those those things come from suns, which is crazy. Water, silver, platinum, copper, even nickel. All of those things come from exploding suns. So that's why gold and all these things are so damn powerful. You got a gold thing. Look, copper, boom. Piece of a sun sitting right here. This is exploding sun right here on my wrist. So just thought that was dope. We know where water comes from now. Shout out to all my water sign peoples. I'm water sign people. Y'all be some emotional ass motherfuckers though. But it's all good. Shout out to the emotional ass water signs. Moving along. A former CIA agent claims there was life on Mars and has evidence to prove it. Okay, well, let's see. A former CIA spy. This is why I was saying that Trump doesn't know what the hell he's defunding. This is when I read this off, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Trump doesn't know what the hell he's defunding right now. A former CIA spy has broken his silence about his experience as a remote viewer, claiming he uncovered there was once life on Mars. The CIA conducted experiments in the 1980s with Joe McMonigle and other individuals who claimed they could perceive information about distant objects, events, or other people using their minds. Now, again, the CIA is sponsoring this damn experiment. What? So, CIA is supposed to be dealing with foreign governments. What the hell are they sponsoring experiments, remote viewing for Mars? See, this is what I mean by that money, all them black sites and all that type of shit. Trump has what's going on with the American government, all the other shit that they're doing on the low. It's way more shit that they're doing on the low than they're doing on the surface. And Trump is about to fuck all of that up. Trump is about to fuck all of the under shit that America does to keep America on top. He's about to fuck all of that up. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You be the judge. Because if they were doing fuck shit to keep us afloat, then that's karma coming back, and it has to eventually fall. But damn, do you want America to fall like that? Now, again, yes, you need whatever. If America has some fuck shit against them, then the karma needs to be paid. But Trump is defunding experiments like this or Musk, Elon is. So McMonigle, the CIA's remote viewer #1, he was the top remote viewer, spoke on American Alchemy podcast Friday, detailing how he was given coordinates and asked to describe what he saw at the location. He said he spotted a giant pyramid. This is in the 80s. This is when they did this in the 80s. He said this. He spotted a giant pyramid larger than Egypt's Great Pyramid. And now we know that there is one up there. Allegedly. That they don't really admit it. They say it's a pyramid-like structure on Mars. Okay. And a face next to it and all that shit, right? I think that area is called Cydonia. If you look it up, the Cydonia, Cydonia, Cydonia. But it says he spotted a giant pyramid larger than Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza, which had monster rooms inside. Now, please go watch that movie Mission to Mars with Don Cheadle. I may watch that in a minute. But Mission to Mars, Don Cheadle. That broke all of that down. All of this shit down. Then this is him in his quote. He said, you heard that? Oh, we said, yep, heard that? Okay. So it says, this is him speaking. I started getting an image of human beings. What? Human beings on Mars? I started getting an image of human beings that were trapped in a place where the atmosphere was turning bad, said McMonagle. It was obvious these people were dying for some reason, but they were humans. They were just twice our size. Excuse me. They were just twice our size. An instructor handed him a white card with the target on it. With the target on it, showing Mars 100 million BC. McMonagle later stormed into NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory to obtain negative images of the target he was asked to remote view, finding photographs of bones and buildings on the Martian landscape. Yo, E. Mills, appreciate you. Thank you for the cash app. Everybody who hooking me up, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna really like the chicken shawarma today. It's gonna be extra good because y'all helped me with it. Y'all paid for it. But man, he said he saw pyramids, right? And he saw people, human beings. This is in his remote viewing. So he sped up to NASA. He sped up to JPL. That's right here in Pasadena. It almost got burned down too. Thank goodness. JPL didn't get burned down. They had to save that shit. But they rolled up there and he said, yo, give me the pictures that y'all got of Mars on this coordinates. He went and showed them the coordinates of what he was talking about. They said, oh yeah, we got pictures from that coordinates. And they showed them the pictures and it was bones and buildings. He saw it in here first and then smashed out to JPL and said, oh, that's the coordinates. And there were bones and buildings on Mars. He theorized a big object passed through our solar system that stripped the atmosphere from Mars, causing the extinction of life on the red planet. Now, was there in Anunnaki lore, was there a big body that came through here a long time ago? Does anybody know what big object came through here that might have interfered and sucked the atmosphere off of Mars? What might that have been, people? I don't see it. Come on, somebody. Somebody knows. Nibiru. Thank you, Sam Stone. Nibiru. And in the lore, this is where we were created. They created the human on Mars. That's where we were created. That's where they fashioned us, on Mars. The experiment wasn't done here. It's done on Mars. And then they brought us from Mars to here. So you're truly Martians. Honestly, if you really want to know the truth, you guys were fashioned on Mars, ultimately, according to the Anunnaki bullshit. I don't know. But if you, again, through the Anunnaki stuff, you was through Mars. You were supposed to come through Mars. So if they right, I mean, it's all lining up. It's all, I mean, hey, it's shit is lining up. So hey, you tell me. I don't know. But go watch Mission Mars and you'll see that somebody knew the history. And they put that right in the movie. So moving along, my Martian brethren and sister. Hold on. So moving along, this is crazy. I saw this and I almost had nightmares. I almost had nightmares from this one, y'all. This is crazy. And I don't ever want to be around a bee again. So beware of the meat-eating vulture bees. What the beware of the meat-eating vulture bees. Woo! Species living in Costa Rica. All right, keep your ass in Costa Rica. Don't bring your ass over here. You understand? Don't come over here, motherfuckers. Stay your ass in Costa Rica. So it says a species living in Costa Rica has evolved an extra tooth for biting flesh, study finds. What? Bees have evolved to eat humans. Holy shit. Hey man. Holy shit. We in the bullshit now. A bee species in Costa Rica appears to have a taste for flesh, having evolved an extra tooth for biting meat and a gut that more closely resembles those of vultures. Oh my God. Hey, go look at this. Go look at the video. What I saw. That should have given you nightmares. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Researchers led from the University of California, Riverside, UC Riverside, shout out to UC Riverside, compared the gut microbiota of various bee species, including these so-called vulture bees. They lured vulture bees in with pieces of raw chicken. Bees don't eat chicken. What the fuck? You got some KFC? You got some Popeyes. They went and lured the bee in with some Popeyes. Popeyes chicken sandwich. Hey, nigga, you had this chicken sandwich? Bee nigga? You didn't have a Popeyes new chicken sandwich? Bzz, bzz, no. We'll see. So lured the bees in with a piece of chicken. Damn. And found the insects have an unusual acidic gut and microbe species linked with consumption of flesh. Oh my God. If this is what's happening to nature, we need to be worried. Seriously. According to the team, it is believed that vulture bees evolved their meat-eating diet in order to avoid intense competition for nectar and pollen. Whoa! Now, what made me disgusted was the beehive and the honey. The beehive was a big-ass beehive of flesh. Go look that shit up. That is disgusting. The bees were flying around. This thing, it was in the ground. And they had all these bees and shit in there. It was fucking hanging flesh. There was a bunch of, oh my God, it was disgusting. Oh shit, man. Because you know bees, they eat the shit and they spit it back up, right? That's how they create their nectar. They eat the nectar or whatever and they spit it back up, and that's how they create the honey. So whatever the honey that they spitting back up is meat honey. Oh, it's meat honey, y'all. You can't call it money. Meat honey, you can't call it money. It's meat honey. Ugh. Oh my God, this is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. And terrifying, because if you walked into one of them hives on accident, They said those things can debone, like all the way down to the bone. They be deboning animals. Nothing left. Clean. Cleaning the fucking animals clean. Hey, Costa Rica, fuck you, nigga. Ain't never going to Costa Rica, bitch. Ever. Fuck Costa Rica, motherfuckers. That is some absolute terrifying bullshit. Costa Rica, what's wrong with y'all, man? Oh, that's crazy. That's a nightmare from out of goddamn hell. Right there, fucking bee. You wake up in the middle of the night and bees eating on your neck. She's like, oh! Ah! Motherfucker just bored into your shit. Ah! Nigga, no. I'm out. I ain't even in. So moving along. Little personal story right here. A little personal to me. It might be personal to some of you guys out there. Hold on. Might be personal to some of you guys out there, but benefits of dating an intelligent man. Ladies, you need to hear this. Yeah, ladies, you need to hear this. So, it might seem a little convenient. This is true, coming from a group of highly educated scientists, because that's who did the study. So they might be a little biased because they think they're smart. But this is the study. But researchers now say that geeks make better romantic partners than any muscle-bound meathead. Now, what if you a nerd and you got muscles? What do you say then? So, in a new study, scientists from Oakland University claim that intelligent men have better relationship outcomes and are less likely to be abusive towards partners. Don't say. Intelligent men are better in relationships. What the hell is going on, man? Hold on, excuse me. All right, my thing keeps... All right. So, got to get back to the story. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I lost my... All right, so... Now, less likely to be abusive towards their partners. And, this is funny thing, this is the news. And in good news for nerds, which I am a nerd, I have many nerd hats. Multiple nerd hats. The researchers even claim that smarter men are less likely to suffer from erectile dysfunction. I concur with that assessment. Gonna have to say. Just gonna have to say off personal experience, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about nobody else, but personal anecdotes, I might have to say I'm gonna concur with that assessment right there. No malfunctions. The scientists tested the intelligence of men in heterosexual relationships and then surveyed them for a range of different positive or negative relationship traits. They discovered that cognitive skills, which support impulse control, problem solving, and thinking about consequences, all contribute to healthier relationships. On the other hand, men with lower intelligence are more prone to insulting their partners, sexual coercion, controlling behavior, and erectile dysfunction. Dumbass niggas. You can't get it up, dumbass niggas. You can't get it, boy. I don't know what's wrong with you, boy. But most worryingly, worryingly, the data suggests that men with lower general intelligence are more likely to have psychopathic tendencies. Y'all niggas is crazy. Nigga, if you ain't smart, you crazy as hell. Now, I'm crazy and smart, so I don't know how that work out. Not a psychopath, unless you piss me off. Then, hey, I can't vouch for anything after that. But when I'm not pissed off, oh, no, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty damn good. So, intelligent man, rise up. That was some good news for you today. Even though it may have been coming from some biased scientists. We just gonna ride with that, though. Ain't we, intelligent man? Put your fist up, intelligent man. Give me a fist bump. Intelligent brothers. That's for my intelligent, conscious brothers right there. You know, right there for you, brother. So, move it along. I said I had something for the flat earther dude, didn't I? So, are you a flat earther? This is this story here. Are you a flat earther? You're probably spiteful. This is the story, not me. People who believe in conspiracy theories, let's say, because apparently the flat earth is a conspiracy theory, are more likely to be nasty, cruel, or nasty and cruel, a study claims. From the flat earth theory to the moon landing hoax, conspiracy theories have surged in recent years. In fact, research in 2023 found that as many as 1 in 3 people, this is in the UK, this is a UK study, 1 in 3 people in the UK think at least one conspiracy theory is definitely or probably true. One? That's it? That's it. One? What's that saying? The difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is a few years or something like that, or time, or something like that. It's like time or a few years or something like that. Because basically every conspiracy theory is proven true if you just give it enough time. So, give an example. Everybody thought that the CI, the Central Intelligence Authority, took out JFK, right? This is the thing. So in the 60s, they created, this is what was going around in the public, right? This is the mindset of the public. The government did it. The government did CIA, right? So the CIA created the term conspiracy theory in order to throw the public off. To say that people who believe this stuff were marginalized by saying, oh, this is just a theory that unintelligent people come up with or uninformed people come up with so that they can, make some sense of the unexplainable. So conspiracy theory was created by the CIA. That's an actual fact. You can go look it up. You can Google that shit. That's undisputable or anything. They even have the document. I have the document in my file cabinet that actually that gave birth to the conspiracy theory. You can Google it. You can download this. It's online. It's a PDF. You can download it. It gives the whole thing. The whole memo. I think it's like a memo or something like that. And I have it in my file somewhere. So I had to caveat that. So when they're talking about these conspiracy theories created by the CIA to thwart the idea that they take out JFK. Now, again, we come to today and it was released that, oh yeah, the CIA did have something to do with JFK's art. And RFK was saying this for the longest time. Now it comes out that the CIA most likely had something to do with the taking out of JFK. So again, these conspiracy theories are proven right just in time. That's the difference between the truth and a conspiracy theory. So, so it says, why do some people believe in conspiracy theories? In a new study, scientists from Staffordshire University set out to answer this old age question. And according to their analysis, conspiracy belief comes down to one key factor. Now, I don't believe in this. This is some bullshit study right here. Spite. What? I believe that this may have been nefarious because I'm spiteful. There may be some nefarious things going on in this situation involving multiple people because I'm spiteful? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So let's keep reading. So this one was kind of bullshitty to me. Spiteful psychological motives tend to emerge when people feel at a competitive disadvantage, often when they feel uncertain, threatened, or undervalued, explained Dr. David Gordon, lead author of the study. Spite, this is him talking now. Spite is the desire to level the playing field by trying to knock someone else down because it feels like there is no other choice. Is that what you're doing when you find out and you're talking about conspiracy theories? You trying to take somebody out the game, you trying to take somebody down because you feel bad? Well, fuck that, nigga. I'm gonna take you down by saying that's a conspiracy theory. Motherfucker, everything you think is a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy theory, bitch. Fuck you. I hate your ass, bitch. Is that what you thinking? When you're telling these conspiracy theories, or you're coming to these conclusions from the breadcrumbs that's been laid over time by the government and all the rest of these people. Is that what you're doing? You spitefully hating on motherfuckers? See, that sounds stupid. This sounds like some CIA bullshit. This sounds like a deep state wrote this to me to throw you off from being a conspiracy theorist, or to stop other people from believing conspiracy theorists. That's what I think this article is. So, conspiracy theories can serve as a way for individuals to satisfy this desire through rejecting expert opinion. Expert opinion. And scientific consensus. We all agree in science. That means it's real. That means it's so. Make it so. As Captain Picard would say, make it so. Wait a minute. Who are these experts that have opinions? And who are these scientists who have all come to a consensus on this? And how the hell do we know that they're all right? Science is about experimentation and proving the experiment, proving the theory. I got a theory. All right, let's experiment. Does it prove it or not? All right, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Well, let's keep experimenting. Let's keep on going. And then when you did prove it, there's another, you can do more experiments to disprove that. That's what science is. The study of something. Because science means knowledge, just so you know. So, the consensus or the expert opinion, you're rejecting expert opinion. So it says conspiracy theories are alternative explanations for major events that reject the accepted narrative in favor of more fantastical plots. Fantastical. Like the CV-19 coming out of the Wu-Tang lab. Conspiracy theory! It did come out of the... Oh, my bad. Oh, shit. Well, you got one. You got one out of a million. Wait. JFK was killed by the CIA? Oh. All right, you got two. You got two right there. You got two. You got two on top. That's all. That's it. There was no more conspiracy theories. We didn't go to the moon. We didn't go to the moon either? We didn't. Oh. Well, you got three. You got three. We didn't go to the moon. We got, they keep counting them off. All these conspiracy theories. Now, they'll say that the moon one is not proven correct, but that's bullshit. So, conspiracy theorist, you are spiteful for questioning the mainstream narrative. How dare you? You have something going on inside yourself. You need to work it out. Don't blame me. Blame yourself. I believe what I'm saying. If you don't believe me, then it's on you. You go and figure out why you're so hateful and spiteful. Why do you want to put me down for my research that I've been doing for 2 days? I've studied this for 2 days, man. 2 fucking whole days. And you want to discount me for 2 days of work? Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Like, 2 whole days. You worked on it for 2 whole days. Oh, my bad. Shit. What the fuck was I thinking? You did 2 days? 2 days? Goddamn, nigga, my bad. I thought you did 1 day. I thought it was 1 day, and you said you came to the conclusion. But 2 days? Oh, nigga, I am fucking sorry. Goddamn, I need to be, hey, somebody beat the shit out of me, please, for questioning this man on 2 days worth of science. Somebody come out of nowhere and smack the shit out of you and shit. 2 days worth of science. You need to believe me. I'm what did he call it? What did he call it? What did he call it? An expert. This is my expert opinion. I'm an expert. Not an inspert. I'm an expert. See, an inspert is something else. Completely something else. If you're an inspert, I'm an expert. See, that means outer. I'm outside the thing here. Inspert means you got to be inside. I'm an expert. You got to know your stuff, man. Expert, good. Inspert. so somebody full of shit. Somebody's with the bullshit. You need to be spiteful in order to believe a conspiracy theory. That's insane. So moving along, last couple things I got before I get my food. Nigga news. Only got one thing, and it's real quick. The Godfrey Lord Jamar beef that's been going on for the last couple weeks. Somebody kept asking me about it, so I had to throw it in there. So real quick, Lord Jamar, remember he went on Godfrey spouting all this flat earth shit that he went on there. Talking about saying big words that he didn't understand. And so the dude who was on Godfrey, the co-host, he's like, well, Lord Jamar said he wanted to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? So the co-host, he knows the dude who does the podcast, with the science podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I forgot that dude's name, that comedian guy. So he asked him, could he do Neil deGrasse Tyson? And he was like, Neil is booked, man. He booked for months down the line, so you ain't gonna be able to get him in there. But you know, he could do it in months. He was like, all right, well, we'll see what's up with that. But he went and got this dude named Professor Dave. Now, Professor Dave, he be killing flat earthers. He be destroying them. Like and Professor Dave is out here in LA. I believe he's out here in LA. So he got a little punk ass attitude towards him and shit. Now he kills the flat earth stuff. But he does it in an assholey way, which is why people hate him. Now I don't know if they started getting at him first and they just pissed him off and he started going back at them hard, but he shits on the flat earth people. It's not even, he has no sympathy for the flat earth people, right? But so he goes on Godfrey's show and debates Lord Jamar. I don't know if you guys probably seen that shit by now. That shit went so viral that Lord Jamar got destroyed. He got destroyed. He got so destroyed, he started cursing at Professor Dave and all that shit, and he got up and he walked out. Either you invited me here, you invited me, so either I'm going to be here or I'm leaving. So I'm leaving or he's leaving. If he's not leaving, I'm leaving. I mean, nigga, shut your bitch ass up. You should have, don't be out here spouting shit that you don't know. Professing that you like the goddamn, like motherfucking you and Billy Carson and all you motherfuckers, stop professing that you niggas is experts at shit. When you don't know a goddamn thing. When somebody who really is an expert come and bust your ass up. Now, tell me about some information. If I truly study it, I tell you I know it. If it's some stuff that I don't truly know, I'm like, this is what I seen. You can do the study for yourself. Even if it's some stuff I truly studied, though, you still got to do the research for yourself. You ain't never supposed to tell somebody that you got all the knowledge, that you know every goddamn thing and believe me. That don't work. If somebody ever tell you that, leave the goddamn room immediately. If somebody tell you, just believe me. I know every goddamn thing. Nigga, don't believe me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You get the fuck out of there immediately. Because anything I say, you better research it. You understand? I've seen it, but you haven't. So, George Jamar, so after he left, he's got real crazy, started talking crazy on his podcast about Godfrey set him up and he was ambushed and he ambushed him and all that. Nigga, just because you don't know shit about this thing you were talking about, it's not an ambush. Because you profess to know a bunch of stuff about something, like You Terrence Howard. Look here, man, and the earth is flat, man. It ain't no vacuums, ain't no water staying in no vacuums, man. In space, man, in space is a vacuum, right? Ain't it, man? And if you have a vacuum, man, you can't have water, man, in a vacuum, man. You understand, man? Like, all right, Terrence Howard, Lord Jamar Howard. I'm just saying, man, you know, in this full space, man, you gotta be on a flat disc, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, no, I don't. Neither do you. And Professor Dave, even though I don't like Professor Dave, I don't like Professor Dave because he does kind of think he know everything. And so stuff that he thinks science discounts, but it doesn't. He thinks that he knows that stuff. So he has a series on, or not a series, but a couple of videos trying to debunk astrology. But it's based off of all the bullshit that science says about astrology. And it's bullshit. Most mainstream science doesn't know shit about astrology. You have to actually know it, be in it to know astrology. I'll smash him on some astrology shit. For sure. If I got his birthday and all his shit, I could tell him exactly how he is. If I got his whole goddamn his chart information, I could break down how he think, how he emotes, how he argues. I could do all that shit. He probably don't think so. See, this is how they try to debunk you. They'll say, what's my sign? And if you immediately can't tell somebody's sign right off the bat, oh, that shit is debunked. That shit is bullshit. No, that doesn't mean that at all. All signs are not the same, just like all people aren't the same, or people who have the same color are not the same. Just because you look the same doesn't mean you're the same. All astrology signs are a gumbo of different signs. Just because you are an Aries doesn't mean you're an Aries with a Aquarius moon and, you know, an Aquarius rising, like some other Aries. You may be an Aries with a Cancer moon and a Gemini rising or something like that. These are going to play out different characteristics in you. When you express these things, you express these energies. So that doesn't mean that astrology is debunked. It actually plays more. The astrology is more intricate than science knows. It's super intricate. It is a science in itself. But they don't know that because they haven't delved themselves. See, this is what they do to you. See, they think it's some bullshit, but they haven't dived into it and they don't know enough about the information to be able to debunk it like that. They only working from the science side. So the same thing what Lord Jamar did, as far as just knowing a couple of things on flat Earth and then thinking he knows all the shit about it. That's what Professor Dave does on astrology. He reads a couple of little bullshit, but he hasn't delved into the science. He hasn't worked it himself to know if it's true or not. He's just looking to see if it's factual on what other people are doing. So that's why I don't fuck with Dr. Dave on that shit, but or Professor Dave. But he knows flat Earth shit. That's the shit that he does know, because that's actual, you know, physical science that he can calculate, calculable science. Whereas astrology, you have to know it's an energy science, and you have to know that. And if you don't know and understand anything about energies, you're not going to be able to break down astrology. Astrology is about energy. It's not about math. So, Lord Jamar is pissed he was pissed at Godfrey. Now they're supposed to be homies. Now he's shitting on Godfrey all over the place. You set me up. You drugged me. You let homeboy drug me because they smoked blunt. They smoked a blunt on the TV. I mean on the show, and he was saying that you drugged me in that blunt. Now why would I drug you with the same thing that I smoke? Does that make any sense? I'm gonna drug you, but I'm gonna smoke the same damn blunt. That makes no goddamn sense. So he was just saying anything. Because he was embarrassed. As nigga, he got embarrassed. He sounded like Billy Carson. When Billy Carson went on that 3-hour rant and shit, after he got towed up by the Caucasian dude, Canadian dude. So shit, I got maids all over the place. And I was talking to my maids, and I was telling these maids, these poor ass niggas don't know nothing about me. They lucky that I come down from my goddamn mountain, my temple on the mountain, to come down there and talk to these little poor measly motherfuckers. Hey, little nigga down here, do you know that you lucky that I talk to you down here? That's what I was telling my goddamn chef every day. Hey, look, chef, what we cooking the whole week? You know, give me the menu, chef, for the whole week. I know you usually give it to me day by day, but I wanted these little motherfuckers to know that I got a week worth of food. Like, what the fuck are you saying, Billy? What the fuck, nigga? Wait, what about you and the Christian shit? Look here, motherfucker, I got all the money. I know billionaires. I know millionaires. I know motherfuckers in the CIA. I know people all over the place. Nigga, what? Wait a minute, Billy. What about the goddamn religion shit? Hey, motherfucker, I know Jesus. Do you know I know Jesus, nigga? Jesus was over here. He was sleeping in my guest room the other night. I was letting his nigga know, hey, look here, Jesus. Me and you, we above here. We above all these niggas, Jesus. Why should we come down here and talk to these little motherfuckers? Hey, nigga, you don't know nothing about me. Hey, look at and then all of a sudden, the goddamn camera go off. Damn it, Billy. The hell's wrong with you? Billy went on a crazy ass rant, boy. After that nigga, oh my God, he had to take the goddamn video down. Billy had to take the video down. So this Lord Jamar, he went on a similar tirade on Godfrey, and he pissed Godfrey off. And you can see, and Godfrey is a martial artist. So Godfrey is very calm. And he probably seemed like you can fuck with Godfrey, but Godfrey is a martial artist. Godfrey whoop your ass. Godfrey ain't playing. And so if you get Godfrey to the point, like most martial artists, they're very calm because they know what they can do to you if they get in a fight. So it's very hard to get a martial artist really hyped, unless he's just an asshole. He just want to beat on you and shit. But most of the time, they'll back out of a fight if they can. So he never really is confrontational like that. He's confrontational, whereas he'll confront you, and if y'all have some beef, like, yo, let's work it out. But he's not aggressively confrontational like that. And so, but the other day on this nigga was going off. Fuck him, bitch ass nigga. I mean, Godfrey was tripping. I'm like, goddamn, Godfrey. So apparently, them niggas are tripping about this flat earth shit. Because there's no flat earth. Sorry, guys. There's no fucking flat earth. You believe that shit, then you are with Lord Jamar, and you need to be embarrassed with that nigga. You believe that there's a flat earth. Sorry. But that beef need to go, because he got embarrassed, and then he need to let that shit go. Just say, all right, nigga, I took one. I didn't know most of the shit I was talking about. I took one. Yo, let's get past it. If you were able to do that, it would be over. But because you can't just say, yo, this nigga got me on this one. He got me on this one. I shouldn't have opened my mouth and said I would debate Neil deGrasse Tyson, and you can't debate this little mini-me Tyson. Yeah, you're gonna get the big Tyson if you can't debate mini-me Tyson. That ain't gonna happen. So he got destroyed, and he's continuing to be destroyed in by the people, because he won't let it go. He keep talking this crazy shit. And Godfrey seems to be a good dude, and has no ill will or ill intention, and was like, yo, you said you wanted to debate. I was just putting this shit together, nigga. What the hell? Why are you tripping on me? And so I'm gonna have to side with Godfrey on this one. Nigga, you asked for the ass beating. You asked for it, nigga. Don't be tripping on somebody, nigga, because they gave you the ass whooping you was asking for. That don't work. Nigga, hey, brother, will you beat my ass, please? Can you whoop me, please? Give me the biggest ass whooping ever at all time. And then after all when your eye is like this and hanging out of his socket, and your lip is split on both levels and shit, and your ass is drooling blood, you can't go back to the nigga who set it up and be like, why did you put me in that bed? Why did you put me in that bed? You can't do that. Like, nigga, you can't do that shit after you get your ass beat. Go to the hospital, nigga. You need to go to the hospital. We'll talk later. You need me to call an ambulance? Hey, you need me to... Hey, ambulance, come get this motherfucker. Come get this nigga right here. He was ran over by a goddamn science truck. Yeah. The science truck said round earth on it. And he got ran over. Can you come get him? Like, will be there lickety split, sir. We'll be there ASAP, sir. Lord Jamar, you got ran over by a goddamn a round earth semi, nigga. And your ass is tripping. You couldn't handle it. Moving along. Last thing I got, police stop, police stop law lessons. I've talked about this before, but I want to reiterate it and tell you again. The reason that you get your asses beat at police stops. Excessive force. Why excessive force? Or why is excessive force such a thing at police stops? Why can they just lose control on you and then not think about it? Well, usually a lot of times people will think, okay, a lot of people will say, because they have qualified immunity and it's hard to really sue them. It's not. Lawsuits actually win more than they don't. Y'all people don't know that because they settle out of court all the time. But you will actually win more lawsuits against police than you don't, because most of the times the violation against your rights is so egregious they can't deny it. The court can't deny it, or they can't deny it, and they'll just come and offer you a settlement. But that's bad because it doesn't leave precedent, meaning no one else can come behind you and sue another police officer for the same atrocity that they've inflicted on you. It's basically you got the bag and no one else can get the bag. So that's why if the police violate your rights, you probably should go all the way. Just, if you can do that. Some people need that money. But the reason they beat your ass, though, is because they have something called police brutality bonds. Talked about these bonds, right? Talked about these bonds right here. Now, they have something called, these aren't the surety bonds. These aren't the surety bonds they have. They have something, the police department, they acquire something called police brutality bonds. Go Google it. Police brutality bonds are bonds that the police department will buy, as a surety in case you beat someone's ass. And they can pay off the debt. So this is how they pay off settlements and stuff like that. So when they settle out of court, that's what they pay with, the police brutality bonds. So Wall Street sells these bonds constantly on the market. They make billions off of billions a year off of police brutality bonds. Billions off of you getting your ass beat excessively. And then you go to sue the court and they pay you off of those bonds. So that is the very reason you will never, ever, ever see police brutality lessen. You'll never see it stop unless, Wall Street stopped making money, because Wall Street said that we're not going to stop selling them. Wall Street said, woo, nigga, my pockets is, woo, nigga, my pocket, I got to pat my pockets out here. Like, whoa, my pockets is kind of fat right there, boy. You gotta pat your pocket way up here, nigga. You got some fat ass pockets. And the Wall Street was like, don't think I'm gonna be leaving this, be taking the bonds out of the system, brother. Don't think I'll be doing that. Police departments, they spend upwards to like 70 million. New York, they the biggest punk bitches. New York spent 700 million over a certain time over police brutality bonds. How much ass do you plan on beating, New York? How much ass does New York plan on beating if you acquired $700 million in bonds, police brutality bonds? That's crazy. That means you are stocking up. Woo, buddy, we got some ass beatings coming this year, my nigga. Hey, boy, we got $700 million worth of ass whoopings. Let's get to it, baby. That's free ass whooping. Do you know that? That's free ass whoopings for police officers. When they buy them bonds, woo, let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. Let's go. You, come here, nigga. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. You were just crossing the street. Oh, my bad, sir. My bad, sir. You were just crossing the street. You were doing it in the middle. I didn't know if you were jaywalking or something. Sorry, sir. Thought you were jaywalking. My bad, sir. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Like, motherfucker. What? Motherfucker. Your ass is leaking and shit. police officer, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Motherfucker. So, again, people, you got to, in order to bypass that, you're going to have to know the law. That's the only way to get out of that police shit. So, again, get your stuff. Bam. This is the only way out of that. Know your rights manual. Right here. Everything you need to know how to smash on the popo. Legally. Not physically. Lawfully. You'll never want to do that physically unless they are about to take you out and you have no choice. That's the only time you fight back with police. But other than that, you lawfully go after them, right? So, again, and then you go after that insurance. So, really quickly, I want you guys to Google. Type this in Google. Again, I told you about this. Type this in Google. And watch the AI. Watch what the Google AI pulls up. Are cities required, or are police, wait a minute, what's the term? Are police officers required to have bonds for cities, or are cities required, or do cities require police officers to obtain bonds? That's the term. Again, do cities require police officers to obtain surety bonds? Type that in Google and watch what comes up. Some of y'all, I want y'all to do it when you're in here so you can type in the chat and see what it says. Please, somebody. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. The herbal, I know I'm crazy. But did somebody type it? Because I want y'all to see what that police would, because that's real quick. You'll pull it up and it gives you a whole breakdown on police bonds. Google. Yeah, Google AI. Do cities require police officers to obtain surety bonds? You can say bonds too, but it should be surety bonds. Type that shit in there. But when you see it, when it comes up, it's going to be like, yes. And it's going to give you the reason why and break down the bond companies, the surety companies that issue the bonds. Hey, I'm fucking with this AI shit. AI is off the chain right now. See, before the AI, it was so damn hard to find these bonds. It was crazy hard to find these bonds. Now you throw that in the AI pull that shit up in me. Like everything, all the surety companies and shit. It's crazy. AI is off the chain with this, right? Hey, we about to crack the goddamn system with the AI. AI is gonna find us all the goddamn bonds, everybody. But or all the companies that hold the bonds. But until then, boom, get your great book, Melanin Research, the hard copy right here. Y'all know what it is. This is how you get the free police stop law package right here. I know it's gonna be flipped because YouTube keeps flipping my videos. If anybody knows how to stop YouTube from inverting my videos, please email me the way to do that, because I'm getting tired of this shit. It's been the last month now that all my videos are getting inverted, so it's pissing me off. But boom, great book of Melanin Research, realnagas.com, and you will get all of this right here. Boom, hey, sure, you go get it, bam. So again, Know Your Rights Manual, Public Official Bonds book. You want to learn about those bonds? I'm telling you, this is going to teach you right here. And then the Constitutional Rights Card, boom. Qualified Immunity Card and Notice. So Constitutional Rights Card, this is the Know Your Rights Manual Cliff Notes. And you hand that to the police. You say, I don't answer questions. Or you hand all of these to the police officer and you say, I don't answer questions. I'm telling you guys, this is work. People are doing this and police officers are just saying, well, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Now, is that going to happen every time? Probably not, but it's a high probability. And so, boom, because they don't want to mess with you. They want to mess with the people who don't know their rights. And so when you give them something like this that tells them they're liable, and if they mess up, they don't want you. It's a million other people out here that they can mess with who don't have trouble with if they mess up. if they violate their rights. There's a bunch of people who won't come back at them. Why do they need to mess with you? So boom, realnagas.com. Make sure you get over there and get the hard copy. Great book of Melanin Research. And I'm gonna hook you guys up. I haven't done the deal for a minute. So if you order today, tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday by 11, y'all know the day when I send the cards out, I will give you all 5 decks of flashcards. All right. So today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday by 11 a.m. Excuse me, West Coast time. Got to be West Coast time, not East Coast time. West Coast time, boom, right here, and I will hook you up. All right. So that's the way you support. That's the way how you get at me. You know, because the Cash App is down. I mean, from the Super Chat is down. But if you want a Cash App, also Cash App. Real Nagas, the number 9. I appreciate that. All the donations that come in through the week. For the salmon shawarma, y'all hilarious with that. And the chicken shawarma donations. I appreciate you guys for that. So thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for showing up today. I'm about to get out of here. Chicken shawarma. My first chicken shawarma in 3 months, y'all. That's crazy. I hope it don't kill me. But my first chicken shawarma meal in 3 months. We'll see how it works. Appreciate you guys for tipping in on that. Thank you for showing up today. And thank all the my members and my moderators in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Everybody who hit the Cash App and the super, not the Super Chat, but the Cash App, and also who bought anything, who supported at Real Nagas. I appreciate you guys. And make sure if you haven't, you go there and you do support. That's the way you support the brother here. I appreciate it. And I'm going to be back next week. Peace.